Fun in the sun, girl, that's okay with me.
Hey, keep cooking up that dope, man.
Baby, relaxing and vibing. Hop in the whip and we riding, yeah. She's in the front and I'm driving. Feelings are real, I ain't hiding, yeah. Fun in the sun, girl, that's okay with me. Roll up and smoke up, we blow the OG. Looking so fine, but your feelings
It's down or something. All right, we ready?
This is Enlightenment.
Go share it.
Back again. I'll tell you what. This one's going to be bigger and better than ever. This is episode 9.
Share it first.
Oh,
Share it on your phone. And
I will share it.
I feel like we just said that. It's cool, though. It's okay. They just going to see that on live.
It's all good.
I tell you.
Just make sure all.
Good thing it's not for the edited version.
And your dings are down as well.
Yep.
All right.
It's all good.
I tell you.
Just make sure all.
Anyways, I just want to thank you guys again. Thank you for always coming back and for messing with us. This is episode 9. The season's been going good.
Hey, I'm not trying to be an asshole to you, but can you wait till he's done?
To share?
All right.
No, to start talking. Yeah, you shared you shared it.
I haven't shared nothing.
Share it. What are you doing? That's why I stopped you the first
It
time.
has not came. It has not came up.
Man, I'm going to ask y'all the same question I asked y'all last week. What's he been drinking?
Hey, did you shared it, Leo, right?
Yeah, I hit the share.
You shared it?
Zeke on the beat got them
It
smoothies.
just-
You
it
see,
just
it's gone.
came
That's
up.
what it is.
And it's Casa
That's
Rica.
Zeke on the
smoothies.
beat, smoothies.
Shout out to Zeke.
What
on the
you
beat.
had? Shouts out to Zeke on the beat. What you had in your smoothie, man?
Oh man,
No, I don't even want to know what's in there. Just how many did you drink?
one.
Because Lil Cuz just told you to share.
I
the
don't
link
even know.
Like
I don't
3
know what.
times.
I don't know what he said, but like I don't even want to listen to what he's talking about right now.
These niggas
But
is
you know what?
backwards.
Niggas is backwards. I'll tell you that. Shout out to that. Play that.
All right,
I'll
man.
tell you what.
Let's
So
get
no,
back into the intro.
So, hey, listen now. Thank y'all for messing with us. Hey, our YouTube views are going crazy. We appreciate y'all. House of King Studios,
Yes, sir.
Enlightenment. This is episode 9 of season 2. This is my 37th episode all in together, and I appreciate y'all. It's at Wayne's World 0417 at Instagram. Holla at me. No DMs because of anything he says or anybody else. Holla at me.
Man, you act like I say some wild stuff, man.
You are wild.
Easy Senior on Facebook, EZ_SR on Instagram, EZSR on TikTok. Like I ask every week, Dwayne, have you got on TikTok yet?
You keep saying I'm not on TikTok,
Stop
but I did.
playing.
No, listen. I heard some stuff the last week.
Yeah.
TikTok crazy.
Hey,
I heard the girls on TikTok be
Hold
like
on.
doing some wild stuff.
man, forget that. How about I seen a girl on TikTok today that looked just like my ex-girlfriend.
Oh,
I'm talking about like after the show, I'm gonna show you the side by side.
my
Like
God.
it made me shudder a little bit. Like my stomach twisted up in a knot. I
Hey,
was
Rashawn,
like,
are you hearing this?
man,
I
he's
see
seen
you.
the picture.
No, he's watching right
Yeah,
now.
man. Like
Rashawn, you
Niggas
hearing
is
this?
coming out.
it made my stomach tie up in a knot. I felt like I was being watched. It was she got a whole live doppelganger out in L.A. But yeah, man, join the TikTok community. You know, and again, if y'all out there watching, man, follow me. I need my followers to go up.
Well, give them the information.
I just did.
Well,
I
shit,
told y'all how many
the
smoothies he had.
How many TikToks?
Hey, man, no more
I'm talking
said
about
all you need is
TikTok
one.
followers.
No more
He
smoothies.
needs
Shout out
TikTok
Z-
followers.
Shout out Zeke on the beat.
Zeke on the
he
beat.
needs his TikTok followers.
No.
But no, it's been kind of a crazy summer, man. It's been hot. It rained the last 2 days, and I swear to God, it hasn't rained like all summer basically.
Right,
Everyone's
right.
grass is all burnt up and brown, so it's been kind of nice. It's still been hot though. Like, so shit, what you been doing like for the weekend to stay out of the rain and the heat?
Man, you know, whenever the weather is warm, I go outside. I had the opportunity. I was gonna go out Friday night, so shouts out to my boy Sexy T.
Before we get too far,
What's
I know
up?
y'all saw him running in the rain the other day like a maniac.
Oh yeah,
Out
I was
here
out
acting like
there. I was
Wallow.
out there in
He was out
the
here
storm,
pulling
man.
a
It wasn't
Wallow.
raining when I first started running. All right, it
was
wasn't
out there like running,
yeah,
man.
Yeah. You could.
I'm a finish. This is 3 miles.
Hey,
Rain ain't stopping nothing.
if you want to see a
That's
more
a
see the
fact.
quads.
If you want to see a more personal side of my life, you can also follow me on Snapchat. Same name, EZSR. But I was out there. It wasn't raining when I first started, but I was about a mile in. I think I was down on like Grand Avenue and Dale, and that thunder and lightning started hitting, and I just decided I wasn't going home, man. I was gonna finish. So
You
yeah,
came in all like slithery, all wet.
looking like a '90s R&B video.
Why
pause.
you worried about if I came in looking slithery and wet, man?
You came in looking like keep sweating,
Man,
like, what
next
you talking
subject.
about?
Next subject. Anyways. So shouts out to my boy Antoine Cork, aka Sexy T. It was his birthday weekend. He had 2 big birthday events, and then he followed up with a brunch. So Friday he was back at Exchange, of course, because that's where they rock. They have their night. And I heard he went crazy. I heard he had way too much to drink. They said he was in there cussing people out, knocking over bottles, telling everybody that he just spent a couple bands and everybody need to drink all this liquor because ain't none of these bottles getting wasted. They had to pull him out. They said he didn't want to leave because he wanted to know where the women was going afterwards.
Damn,
he said
it was his birthday.
Man, my boy said he don't remember none of that. He said he just know he woke up on his brother Abe's couch.
Damn, he didn't even make it to his bed.
Yeah, man. And then Saturday he did the day party because again they got the day party at Billy's. He told me that was a good time. And today I was able to actually make it to his birthday brunch. He had a private party, and it was catered by Soul Bowl. Shouts out to Soul Bowl.
Shout out Auntie Brittany.
Yeah, black-owned restaurant over in Minneapolis. I don't know if she actually delivered the catering. I got there a little late, but
Shout out Auntie Brittany.
The food was amazing though. Had a great spread. Jerk chicken, salmon, macaroni and cheese, greens. I mean, they had that thing laid out, man. So
that's what's up.
Yeah,
I think I saw something you posted. It looked like it was good food.
Yeah,
over there.
man. Shouts out to Sexy T, man. He's reached another level in life. He used to be Trick Daddy Twan, now he's Sexy T, man. You just told me I was sexy on Snapchat. Told me I came in the house looking slithery and wet.
I said you look slithery.
You said I look like a young Keith.
You know that's how he describes Drake too. You know, my man over here.
Hey man, you better get off Drake.
He like Drake. He like Drake.
Did y'all see new DJ Khaled video with Drake?
How was he looking, Dwayne?
Man, you're a weirdo.
Literally and wet.
Man, you're a weirdo. Niggas are weirdos. Y'all be talking crazy on this app. Look. Y'all be talking crazy. But listen, I do want to give shots out before we really start the show. Shots out. Chef's in here. Say what's up, Chef.
Yo, what's going down?
Cherokee's in here. Remember, he can get you all the wings you want. You let him know ahead of time, he can hook you up.
And he got lemon pepper.
That's a fact.
Like
heavy on the lemon pepper.
Right.
Dry or wet.
Telling you, I'm not joking though. You need cater. You got a baby mom. You got a woman trying to impress. I got 8 kids. Call him. He's feeding everybody.
And y'all better tap in now before the price is going up. Y'all
prices definitely
always
going
complain
up.
about when price is going up, and they going steady going up.
Price is definitely going up.
He'll feed your. Look, remember last week? Look, the food's so good. What did he tell you? He feed. You look good enough. He'll feed the nieces and nephews too.
Anyway, man. So back to the weekend. Because that was cap.
No, it wasn't. Check the episode last week. It's on YouTube. Shout us out.
Don't
House
run
King
back
Studios.
the tape, man. They already watched that episode. We watched me on to the next one.
And Rico's in here. Say what's up, Rico Woods.
You already know what it is. I'm in this motherfucker hungover as hell, but I'm still here performing. Why? Because we're champions.
That's right. That's
right. Hey, everything's been going up, and this one's gonna really go up. So, after the introductions, I want to let you know we have a special guest in the building. She's special. She's not just smart, but she's intelligent, and there's a difference. Anyone can just have a couple things on their mind, but to be intelligent and actually think about things, that means something. And she's definitely coming. We'll introduce her in about a couple of minutes as well. But I want to let you know, we're coming back with guests like I told you. This is Enlightenment, and that's what's up.
Make sure you hit the like and share and subscribe button.
Right. House of King Studios. That's a vibe.
Yeah. Right now, if you're watching, please like, share, subscribe. Heavy on the like, share, subscribe.
Hit that little bell.
We're almost at 500 subscribers.
Shout out to my damn mom, too. Shout out.
Hey, when we hit 500, I'm going to buy everybody a shot. And then I'll buy Lana a raw juice shot.
Get yourself a raw juice shot too.
Get you a juice.
It
is mango.
Cause you and him.
Just drop a shot of
alcohol. Y'all gotta come to work sober. Damn it.
I swear. He tells me he came to work sober, but
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Israel? Hey, Israel, you can always be a guest on my show. I love you, baby.
That's real. Shouts out to the whole family.
Hey, so what's going? we got the NFL about to start up.
Wait. You moving along too fast.
Oh man,
I never got to talk about what happened this weekend.
We are going in.
You went to
You wanna
shouting
go-
out every damn body.
I know, but I have to do that anyway. But you also gotta know that you can't rush into. You want to start with that drama, like he wanted to go right to it. All right,
I'm not starting out
let's
with
talk
no
about Mall of
drama.
America. Okay, we'll see.
No.
Audience. We'll see what he wants
That
to do.
ain't what I'm trying to talk about.
What you want to talk about first, homie?
Saturday night.
Oh shit!
You been don't
I
give
was
him no
trying
more
to skip.
smoothies.
I tried.
Saturday night.
I tried to avoid it.
Nah, we ain't avoiding this.
I tried.
We ain't
Don't
avoiding
come
this.
for me, Audie. I tried.
I went out Saturday night. I went to Rain. If y'all haven't been to Rain, check it out. Rain is the old mansion, if you ever been to Mansion. But I was at Rain. It was my first time in there. I hadn't been there since it was Mansion. And I went out with a lady friend of mine, near and dear to my heart, true friend. And she said, hey, can I FaceTime you before I went to pick her up? I said, sure. So she FaceTimes me, right? She goes, I'm wearing this. What do you think about this? You think it's going to be a problem? And I said, why are you trying to get me into a fight? Right. Like, I'm going to have to spend time defending you in the club. So go pick her up. She comes out the house in what is described as a sheer leopard print bodysuit.
I saw
not the wrestling singlet bodysuit, all the way to the ankle.
No,
full
I
bodysuit,
Don't worry
right?
about it. No,
but
I know
sheer.
what you mean. I saw it.
Ladies,
she's proud of that shit.
You got to paint a picture, Dwayne. You got to paint a picture.
I'm not saying she is, but sheer leopard print. So we get out the car, and all I'm thinking is, as we're walking through Uptown, we walking down Lake. I'm like, I know these dudes are just about to go nuts. I'm probably gonna have to punch somebody. Somebody's gonna try to grab her butt.
Come on, Leo.
But it wasn't the fellas; it was the ladies.
The ladies wanted to punch her.
No, the ladies didn't want to punch me, Dwayne. They wanted to take her home. We're walking down the street, and there are mobs of girls running up on her like, oh, my God, you look so good.
You the one. You one of them.
I told her, I said, man, I thought I was gonna have to fight dudes off you, man. I'm gonna have to fight the girls off you. I almost punched the big one in the crew because you know the rule, like you just swing on the biggest dude first. I was about to knock out the biggest girl in the crew and be like, run!
You was about to take on Baby D.
Yeah, man, she got love all night, man. I felt like I wasn't even in there. You know what I'm saying? I got no attention. You know what I'm saying?
No one
she got all the attention.
No one said you had nice cheekbones or something.
Man, nothing.
God damn.
Literally, all the girls looked at her. I didn't get no attention. I'm never kicking it with her.
It was a
again.
bodysuit, homie. Hey,
I'm never kicking
shouts
it with
out
her
Regina.
again.
I see you in here. Your mom's in the building.
Oh, shouts out to her, yeah. But yeah, man, it was a wild night, but we had a good time. It was peaceful. Drink prices were straight, we had a lot of fun, but yeah, man, I got no.
Is
female
it
attention.
big? Is it like were you ever to dance? Could y'all get a dance in?
Oh yeah, no. I mean, if you ever been there, man, it's plenty.
I've never
of space.
been there.
Yeah, it's a big venue. It's got an outdoor patio on the side. It's got a second floor for like private parties, VIPs, and stuff like that. DJ Youngstar, my boy DJ Youngstar,
shout out,
he really
Youngstar,
killed
brother.
it. I was the
Shouts
first.
out.
I was the first person to really bring him on into the club scene.
What's up, Alicia?
As an adult, when he was like 17, I brought him in the Envy nightclub. So I like to say I kind of like, was kind of a mentor to him at that age. And, man, he's just really grown. So when we were in the back, we were on the patio, we didn't know who was DJing. We were like, damn, the DJ is killing it. And we got out there and we're like, yo, that's Jordan. So shouts out to him, man. He's doing it big. But yeah, man, had a great weekend. But I will never go out with my homegirl again if she's gonna dress like that. Like you're gonna have to dress a little bit more conservative because them big, them big females was making me nervous. It was no
one's gonna tell her what to do.
Man, look, it was some girls in there like
at this
6'2".
point, maybe like
girl walked
20
up in
years
a green
ago.
outfit.
At
She
this
was like
point,
6'2".
she ain't letting nobody tell her what to do.
I'm telling you,
Especially not a
if
man.
you would have been in there and a 6'2" chick would have walked up on you and be like, your girl look good.
What'd you say though?
You'd be
whoa,
like,
whoa.
Thank
What'd
you.
you say though?
What could I say?
He said,
she looked like she was gonna slap shit out me.
God,
man, I'm just right. I'm like, you want her number?
He said, "Oh, that's not my girl. We're friends."
We're just friends. Hey, I gave her a ride here, man.
Yeah, man. But it was a fun night though, man. Had a good time in Uptown.
Oh, so you had a much fun weekend than me.
What'd you do?
Shit,
you
man.
Better not say lay low.
All right. Well, so I did go to this little jazz thing.
Hey.
So
I didn't take you for a jazz person.
I like jazz. I like to chill sometimes. I ain't
you
always
seem
tired.
more like a heavy metal, grunge, rock.
You out of your fucking mind. Excuse my language, y'all, but you crazy.
You know the vibe.
You know the vibe. All right, hit that damn button. You know the vibe is enlightenment. No. I went to this on Thursdays they have this little jazz every Thursday in Mears Park I went to.
Yeah.
And then there's a you know where the Saints Stadium is?
Mm-hmm.
St. Paul Saints, CHS Field. Yeah. There's a little bar by there that has like jazz in the basement on the weekends. Okay. I actually like jazz. It's real soothing to my soul. I told you I've been cleansing, man.
I feel you.
Cleansing.
You signed up for that colon cleanse yet?
No, I told you I ain't 50, nigga. How many times I got to tell you that? Have you got one?
Your insides are 50.
Have you got one?
Man, I need one.
Right, you keep talking about all this liquor and chicken we've been
eating.
eating.
A lot of bullshit.
I didn't even know what's chicken how much eat.
Man,
you
I just told you, man, I got that whole slice of cake from Hy-Vee over there.
All right, this nigga coming eating cake. Right, she was half gone already. This nigga, Corvette with a cake. What's up, Riley?
Anyway, let's get
How you
it.
doing? Hey, shouts out. What's up, Veronica? How you doing, girl? All right, so we had different weekends. You were in the club with Leopard Prince.
Yeah.
I was in jazz cleansing. And here the fuck we are.
Right. Sweating under these hot ass lights.
Sweating under these hot. Hey, I'm going to tell y'all, this shit ain't easy. If you see all the lights that are on us right now, you don't even see it. But believe me, that's because this camera is so dope. We're so clear. You know how I know? I'm looking at y'all online as we speak. So, now let's get back to the show. You know what? This is why Enlightenment's so funny, because we're actually funny. This is genuine. It ain't all scripted all the time. That only scripted towards the end, at the beginning. So
he really goofy for real,
right? You know the vibes.
It's not a fake smile.
No, it's not a fake smile. It's enlightenment.
Goofy.
Right.
But
that's
anyway,
why I got
man, let's get into the mall. Let's get into the mall.
So,
of America.
what do you feel about that? What was he? 15? Some Somali guy or something? Man. He ran into the Nike store and started shooting at people.
So,
what'd you hear?
I was at work. I had an open house and my phone was blowing up. People like check on your people, make sure you're okay. Then one of my cousins hit me up. He's like, "Yo, people are like going live feed, streaming on Twitter that there was a shooting." The story I had heard was that maybe a fight had broken out initially, and it led to gunfire. And that, you know, what was wild about it was that a lot of people weren't even necessarily running away; they were wanting to capture it on their phone. And I think that kind of just speaks to where we are in society today. Like, people don't even, their initial reaction isn't even to go and get help. You know, it's just to record. But
see that they didn't come up in the 90s. They're not 80s babies.
Nah,
they're not coming from we come from.
Pow,
we run. Look, I've been around gunshots. We don't sit around and take pictures. Nah. We didn't. Even if we had phones back in '93, look, when you hear a shot, you get the hell out of there.
Yeah, man.
Bloods, Crips, all that shit.
But yeah, so it was the teenagers?
No, it was teenagers. Not even. They're not even grown folks. Yeah. We'll talk about teenagers later too.
Oh Lord.
Wait till I get that with our special guest. Teenagers. Wait till. Hey, you always know we got controversy coming.
Dwayne, if you get me canceled, bro, I swear to God, we fighting.
And I just got out of Facebook, Jay. I ain't trying to go back.
Hey, I'm good. Don't worry about what I'm doing.
Free me. I got out today.
He just got free today.
I got free today, bro.
He just got free. Yeah, it just got free too.
But what are we gonna do? Speaking of freedom, what are we gonna do about our youth that are behaving this way? Because I mean, our juvenile system is light, bro. I'm gonna be honest. In Minnesota, like, these kids know that juvie is nothing. Like, most of these facilities aren't even locked facilities. You could literally, these kids, they just leave, they go on run whenever they feel like it.
I know a lot of the homies used to do that.
Yeah, like, they're not locked facilities. You just leave a facility. So, with the kids already being aware that, like, juvenile is nothing really to be worried about, I feel like the violence is escalating. The stuff that they're doing, the Grand Theft Auto, all that stuff is escalating because they don't feel like there's any consequence. And you keep seeing these reoccurring issues over and over and over. And at what point does, our legal system step up? At what point does, like, our Ramsey County, Hennepin County commissioners, city council, mayors, police, and community, when do we all sit down at the table together collectively and say, what are we going to do about this problem? Because if I can't even take my kids to the mall and feel safe, and what's this, like, the second shooting in like a year and a half, maybe?
All right, so hold on. All right, so look. So this is what I was talking to one of my other cousins about earlier today or yesterday. I was talking about some shit happened in Woodbury yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
They 12 to 15-year-olds, 7 of them, stole a car, went to Cabela's on Radio Drive, went in, they got in a fight with each other. This is backwards.
Wait, they stole a car together.
Now,
and got
hear
to
me
fight.
out, right? Hey, hit that backwards. Hit that backwards. Look, they stole a car together. 7, 12 to 15-year-olds. This is enlightenment. One was 12, 13, some was 15. They stole a car. They went to Cabela's on Radio Drive in Woodbury.
Yeah.
I know you've been there.
Yeah.
They went into Cabela's, got in a fight with each other. Then they tried to steal some stuff out of there. Security got onto them. They got caught. High-speed chase in the Lake Elmo. You know where Lake Elmo Reserve is?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever been there, but
I have.
if you ever took the kids
You go
or whatever.
swimming out there.
Yeah.
You can't get out. It's one way.
Yeah.
They got trapped
One way
in there.
one
They
way
got
out.
pitted in.
Yeah.
Then they got off on, they ditched the car and got off on foot, started running. They had aerial support and canines, and they got tracked down.
Yeah, of course.
So my point by it being is even in Woodbury, which is a very nice suburb of St. Paul,
Yep.
it don't matter if you're at Eden Prairie, Bloomington, Mall of America, don't matter where you live, you're subject to shit to happen.
Yep.
Something could happen anywhere. It don't matter where you're at. It don't matter if you're one of them, you're a demon. That don't mean shit.
Yeah.
Don't matter if you're one of them. That don't mean shit. Look what happened in Woodbury a couple weeks ago in Oakdale. They shut up the movie theater.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
look,
I know
it
the
don't
victim.
matter. It don't matter where you live in Minneapolis, North Side. You live in St. Paul. You live in South Side. Don't matter where you live.
Yeah.
You're subject to something to happen. And these are I said 12 to 15-year-olds, right?
Yep.
A 12 to 15-year-old will steal your car, break into your house, and then they ran from the police. They only got tracked down because the canines came and grabbed their ass.
Yeah.
And they had aerial support.
Ain't it always been like that? But now it's just kind of more videos and cameras to people see it.
I don't remember.
Nah.
I don't remember 20 years.
The amount of violence.
Statistically,
I remember A, doing stupid shit like that, and B, being around stupid shit like that when I was that age. I'm not gonna lie to you.
The amount of
You
car
weren't doing
thefts
nothing
has
like that.
skyrocketed all across the
we
country.
used to car shop back in the day,
Yeah.
but we never stole cars like the stolen
didn't
cars.
stole no
There's
Shut up.
in certain.
I never stole a car.
Yeah, get
but
the
I
fuck.
went- I
Stop
went
incriminating
home.
yourself. We're on
Yeah.
YouTube.
No, so what it is
We
like?
need a systematic overhaul.
Yeah,
I mean
nah.
education, everything.
There was a movie that came out in the 90s called New Jersey Drive. Like there was like a little a wave on the East Coast of young people
Should have
stealing
watched The
cars
Wire.
during times where, like chop shops were a big thing.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
now
What is it called? I'm gonna go home and watch that.
New Jersey Drive.
Okay.
But back then, what we can say about a lot of crime back then versus now. Back then, crime was about money. So
Facts.
stealing cars was about money. You would take it and you would part it and you would get paid. Now
A
our young
hustle is
people
kind
are
of a-
stealing cars for
For
the
a
sake
thrill.
of just stealing it and just driving
Just to have
130
fun.
miles an hour and just killing themselves
No,
in car
but-
accidents.
They
and
say
stuff
they
like
do it
that.
to have fun, though.
But
Yeah.
see,
That's
y'all,
like-
but
'cause
see,
they're-
what you don't get the point. See, Cherokee and Rico, what y'all didn't get. Y'all dropped the ball. Y'all fumbled. It's not about if it's been happening. It's about it's happening in Woodbury.
Where? Yeah.
Where it's
Like,
happening.
nobody is safe.
Right.
No
Yeah.
one's safe. You can live in Eden
no, the
Prairie. You can live in
suburbs are getting
Egan.
hit. Yeah, they're
It don't
getting
matter.
hit
I'm
bad.
not talking about it wouldn't happen in St. Paul, somewhere off of Central or somewhere off of
Right.
fucking Lexington.
They're having-
niggas been shooting people for decades.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
I'm
having,
talking
they're
about
having
what I'm
high
talking about-
car theft rates out in Edina. Like Edina, they had to have like a city council meeting with all their
Y'all
residents.
saw that Brooklyn Center
because
shit.
people are going to like the grocery stores
You're right
and
about
stealing
that.
their cars
It done
out of the
spread
grocery
out to
stores.
the suburbs more where
Right.
it was.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
No longer safe.
Yeah.
haven.
Everybody moved out.
It's because of YouTube though.
Bingo.
Like, well, not only that,
No,
like,
don't blame YouTube.
No,
Yeah,
like,
that's our sponsor.
well, this the thing. This the thing. Like, no, not the platform itself. It's actually like people. It's easy access. So like, if I'm a 10-year-old kid and if I hand my son my phone,
Yeah.
and I don't give him the YouTube Kids,
Yeah.
he can go right on the YouTube and you can see kids stealing cars
And learn
doing
how to do
anything.
it.
You can learn how to do anything.
Yep.
That's how we learn how to.
Because they
start
got
up
that new
anything.
challenge. I forgot the vehicle that it is, but there's like some challenge.
The Kia Boys.
Yeah.
You can literally Kia is the most stolen car in
Yup.
and
And that's all on social media.
yeah.
You know.
Yep.
I mean, even a lot of these kids who are shooting up schools and making bombs, like they're mapping out their blueprints and they're learning how to make weapons all off YouTube. So I agree with Cherokee. Like, it's the access to information. And when you're young, it's like that when information falls into the wrong hands, right? And so when you're giving information like that to young minds that aren't developed.
Okay, but that goes back into that goes back. That could be a whole nother conversation we're not getting into. But
You know it's the parents'
Is that the
problem.
parents' fault?
You know it's
or
the-
is that okay? So then blame the parents. Then
Well, you got Leo. You work
blame
in the,
you
work
do
in the
you
school
ain't doing
system.
your job.
But Leo
What
works in the
what are you
school
saying?
system.
Right.
Could you say for some parents that are involved in their kids' lives that even they still go out and steal cars? Are you saying that that's like a single mom type thing, or is it more like the kids just way out?
People will probably get upset with me if I say this because I do know a few people who steal cars, like kids that steal cars.
Right.
But most of them are typically fatherless.
Exactly.
Even when they have, I know a few that have really good moms.
Great
too.
moms.
Like really good moms that try hard, do everything they can, but they don't have present fathers.
When I was coaching basketball, that's all, the single moms would come up and tell me, like, I just can't get a hold of him. Like, you're a great, mentor. I always did great with those kids, but it'd be the fatherless for sure.
Yeah.
So hey, before we get in our special guest, I gotta talk to you because we're both football fans.
Yeah.
I tried to jump into. I tried to I didn't want to get in the air espionage on Saturday night with the leopard suit. I tried. I did the best I could. I did the best I could, but he had to go there. But I know you're a San Francisco. This guy, he's the only guy I know from St. Paul.
That's cap.
And this is what I know.
cap.
You know what? And BDF, Bernard, Brandon, I know you fuck with my show. This dude, I don't like people who are from Minnesota that ain't Vikings fans. You're from St. Paul. You're not a Viking fan.
Wait a minute. You just named two brothers and you know that their grandmother is a diehard San
Yeah,
Francisco
that's
49er fan, right?
Yeah, I never said I like that. Yeah, I mean, I respect
that your
it.
auntie?
Yeah. That don't mean look. If you're not, if you're, you know what? Iz can tell you. I'm a diehard Viking fan. You come into my house, I got Vikings pictures. I got Viking Cincy in there.
And what have they done for
I got. You know
He's a
what? No,
lifelong loser.
I respect.
Me too. Hey, we ain't finna get on here bashing the
Hey,
Vikings,
man,
though.
can
Right,
we-
we're
can
not
we
going to
move
get
on
on
to the
here. Look,
topic?
here's the
Can we
topic.
move on to the
All right,
football
right,
topic?
then I had to let them know right away.
Let them know.
You
Go.
checked right, exactly.
Go.
Let them know.
All
You
day.
checked him right
When
away.
I
You
worked at
come.
US Bank
I
Stadium,
come
those
for you.
are the
I'm not
greatest
gonna
times of
wait.
my life.
I'm not gonna
Sunday
wait.
in
So
the
he
morning.
likes to
Come
peep
on,
on the
man.
bush. I
Let's
come for
move
your
on,
throat.
man. We don't want to hear that
I'm a
Viking
different.
stuff
I'm,
right now.
I am.
This
I
man-
am
this man
them.
said
I
when
am
he had
that-
that minimum
he's
wage
one-
job.
He's one of them. I'm one of
Working
them.
for the Vikings before he became a chef
No,
and
I
an
was-
entrepreneur.
No,
He
I was-
had the greatest days of his life.
I was getting 16 an hour.
Before
Back at
he
20.
became
Whoa,
a producer of a
That was
show
before
when
minimum
he was
wage.
passing out popcorn. It
I
was the
was in the
greatest
kitchen,
days of
premium
his
level.
life.
Come on now, you gotta ask about me back then. That's a whole
Right,
nother
check his
podcast.
resume.
Hey, man,
Got to.
So no.
Forget y'all's
So
Vikings.
so who you
Get Shaw's Vikings.
Hey, the
Who,
Vikings
yeah,
suck.
see, hey, anybody who hates on the Vikings that's from Minnesota, I
next
damn near would call
topic.
you a sucker.
Hey,
Next
I'm a
topic.
Vikings fan, but I'm not like him. Like I've been more
Next
scarred, so I
topic.
don't got no memorabilia or nothing. But I'm diehard.
When-
I'm from
I
St.
bleed
Paul,
purple.
Minnesota.
Y'all not even gonna beat us in the preseason game. Next topic.
This guy.
Who you got, Jimmy G or Kirk Cousins?
On my mama, I got Kirk Cousins.
Next topic.
Jimmy G won't even be on to San Francisco. They're about
Making
to
me
trade
sweat
him.
harder just thinking about
Right. Hey, stop sweating over there.
it. Man,
San Fran is
Too
not
much
looking,
creatine.
getting worked up.
Too much creatine.
Dwayne's a fool. Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson.
Too much creatine.
Hey, Dwayne, you see them arm veins? You better talk
Right.
about Deshaun Watson before he get
Watson.
mad.
Hey,
man.
Deshaun Watson. You know
Deshaun
what?
Watson.
Before you know what? I almost didn't want to. You know, we weren't to talk about this, but this dude, Deshaun Watson, man, he's a weirdo. Like, I wish I hit that plug. Weirdo, dude. How the fuck you need 66 massages from different girls in 17 months? That means you got 3 girls every other day.
Hey,
Massage.
man.
And then why is 30 of them talking about?
It's not a job; it's a lifestyle.
Man,
Right,
look, the
facts.
dude. No. But what he was doing though was weird. So you heard what he was doing, right? Cherokee, right? Rico, dude. He was getting massaged and he would just take his towel off and say, "Ugh." And the girls were like, whoa. He just like show it. Like he just pull it out. So he had no reckless. You think
according to the court documents.
Right.
This is what.
So allegedly.
According to
he's
the court
one of
documents.
them.
You know he a football player, so
According to the court documents.
He's one of them.
He would reach out to the ladies via Instagram, and he would be very specific about what area of his body he needed massaged. Lower back, buttocks, groin area.
What kind of nigga wants his butt fucking massaged?
I'm just
You're a weirdo.
Thighs,
Deshaun Watson.
Weirdo.
So hold on. Now
You gonna call a girl over to massage your ass?
Have you?
For a man, I can see if a woman would say that, but a man, hey, any of y'all ever want your ass massaged?
Do you lift?
You want your ass massaged?
I get my booty massaged.
This nigga's weird.
Hey, you get them glutes rubbed, man. Do some squats. Anyway, so he specified the areas he wanted rubbed, and if you ever had a professional massage, you know they take the sheet and they like wrap it through, your crotch area.
I had
to be covered up.
But I never just took my towel off and said,
No.
Ugh.
So and when you get a professional massage, they use a sheet. But he told them he didn't want to use a sheet. He wanted to use a Gatorade towel. So the little towels that football players have that, you cut and they put like in their belt. He wanted to use a Gatorade towel. He was very specific that he was not using the sheet, and he was laying the Gatorade towel over his penis. And then during the massage, he would turn over with an erection, and apparently he was like trying to move his hips to like touch him with his penis. That's what's in the court document.
All right, man. I'm about to say this.
Is that sexual assault though?
Yeah.
Weirdo. How about weirdo? You can't just put your hard ass dick on a girl that they ain't your woman. Like
Was that a joke, Leo?
I hope that's a joke. Look. Hey, I just want you to know. I just want you to know. I don't believe what he's talking about.
Hey,
Get off, man.
It's literally
Hey,
it's in
Rico,
the
stop
document.
it.
It's in the document. That's what he did. That's what he did.
Look. Weirdo. I don't.
Have you ever tried to touch a woman with your penis?
On a massage with a towel on,
general.
or with a Gatorade?
In general.
No. I'm not doing that weird
In general,
shit.
have you ever tried?
That's not my woman.
Have you ever tried?
We're not. Get off this subject. I don't know what you be. He's on that different shit. This nigga wants swinging around.
So you were never that guy in the club that when a girl walked by, you kind of like poked your hips out when the girl walked past you on the dance floor.
And she didn't grab my hand first, or we weren't dancing.
I'm just asking.
No,
that was never you.
No, that's a weirdo.
I think I seen you do that in Cream.
You ain't
once.
never seen me in shit. You never see me do nothing like that.
Hey, but back to the case though. So. He got the judge. The judge decided on 6 weeks, and so
I do agree with that part.
Well, the NFL appealed it because they want to suspend him for longer. The judge decided 6 weeks based on what he did versus past offenses that kind of matched up. But the NFL, they want to do more, and so what's going to end up happening is that then the Players Association is then going to fight against the NFL to uphold that 6 week decision. So that's where the battle is going to come into play.
All right. Hey, man, I just want to let y'all know. And, hey, thank y'all. Y'all tuning in today. We got good followers on there on live. Like, look, hey, do you think that's okay, what he did?
No, I don't.
No, Cherokee, you already. All right.
Get over here, bitch.
Hey,
Get over here.
I do not think that was okay. I got way too much business on the line. That's not okay.
What do you think the dudes in the locker room were saying?
I got a question. So, are you upset at the Players Association for having to fight for Deshaun Watson?
I mean, it's a union. They have to have his back.
Hey, it's like a lawyer.
It's a union. Yeah, it's like having a lawyer. Like, they have to defend you. But that's what I was saying. Like, what do you think the players in the locker room were saying? Like, think about the first day that came out, and he had to, like, come and clean out his locker, and all the homies are in there like, bro. Like, I bet you they were going crazy on him, fam.
All right, you know what? I'm cutting this off. I'm cutting this shit off. All
right, go ahead and introduce the guest then.
Before we get to my guest, I do want to talk about one more thing.
Nah, bring her in. We way past
what's up with Brittany Griner though?
Oh
yeah, bring her in for that.
I feel like that's a perfect opportunity.
Let's
to
just
talk
do
with
Brittany
Lana
real
about.
quick. Let's do Brittany because I think that does need to be spoken about. So real quick for people who don't know, she got 9 years. But here's the thing with the 9 years. What they're trying to do is do a prisoner exchange. So she may not actually do the 9 years.
Well, aren't they trying to ain't they gonna make a deal to get her out?
Well, they're gonna do a prisoner exchange. So Russia wants one of theirs and then we can get one of ours. So right now, that's the negotiation. So she may not ever see 9 years, but that's what's hanging over her head.
No, she's getting out.
She gonna stick there until we figure out what prisoner we gonna give him.
Right, and they know specifically like who they want.
Yeah, they want that gun runner. That
Yeah.
gun runner from that's in America.
Yep.
That Russian gun runner.
Yeah. So, man, all I can say is, Brittany, hold your head. You know, hold your head. It's a sad thing. It's unfortunate, but we got to be smarter when we leave outside this country. We don't have the same privileges that we do here. So we can close out with that, though. Want to bring on the guest?
Nah, I definitely. You know what? Shout outs, Brittany Green. I hope you get out of here. Get the fuck out of there. Get back here. But yeah, don't
She
sneak
can't.
no more.
She's trying.
Right. I'm just saying, don't bring none of that shit back in there. But
Hey, it wasn't. Just to be clear though, it wasn't THC. It was literally a CBD, less than an ounce.
It's still illegal.
Don't matter.
Definitely illegal. Be clear.
Yeah, don't matter. With that being said,
we're gonna bring in our special guest, Miss Influencer, the one and only Miss Lana Spencer. Come on in, girl.
how you doing?
Welcome
today?
to Enlightenment.
Hello. Appreciate you having me on.
Welcome to this hostile environment.
Right.
Are you ready for this?
You're dealing
Are
with,
y'all
you're
ready for this?
You're dealing with toxic men.
You know, so just to bring us back to the Garner situation, you know what I find interesting? So do you remember when the Ball brothers had issues when they went to China?
Yes.
Yeah, well,
And
one of them
remember that they
stole
got
something.
they had a presidential pardon requested, and Trump went in and got them. So it's interesting that Brittany Garner's not getting the same treatment, but the Ball brothers were saved.
Well, we don't got Big Daddy Trump in there no more. Big Daddy
Well-
Trump had balls.
And,
he knew.
and we weren't backing someone that they were at war with. I mean, we're supporting
You
Ukraine.
got, you
during
got to
the war.
remember, like we all like that Ukraine stuff ain't new.
Right.
No.
It's not a Joe Biden thing. It's been like an Obama thing.
Right.
But Big Daddy Trump, he had them relationships. You know, him and Putin they was plugged in.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know that's what.
Oh yeah.
Shouts out to Biden.
Man, but Putin,
Thanks for the gas prices.
They're in world with that other country where Ukraine. They're not worried about us right now.
Right. Especially when we're giving them weapons. You know, I mean, we're the op right now. So we're in a rough situation. So anyways, tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, we all go way back with you. We're all good friends.
Yes,
But let all of our followers know a little bit more about you.
Gosh, where do I start? So I am a born and raised Frogtown kid. Frogtown kid forever. I'm a mother. I'm an executive administrator. I work in corporate America. I have for many, many years. I'm a vegan. I am probably one of the only like gun-toting, tree-hugging vegans you're gonna meet, but that's me.
She's still good.
What you packing?
I have a Smith & Wesson M&P 9mm.
Is gonna love
Both
you.
the
Hey, what's up with the
full
gun?
size and the compact.
Ooh, full size and the compact.
I don't have the- I
don't
don't
tell
have
me you
the-
got no extendos.
No, there's no safety on either of my guns because if it's time to go, it's time to go.
All right. Oh,
feel that.
shit.
I feel
You see how
that.
she comes into the show? This
Right.
is Enlightenment.
Ready.
Hit that button.
Strapped up.
All about Lana.
She comes in. She comes in
Strapped up.
real strong.
So
Games played.
you talk a little bit about what you do as a profession. And I know when we spoke about you coming on the show, I thought it would be a good idea for you to kind of share your journey, because knowing your story, where you came from, like academically, and your climb to where you are in corporate America, what did that journey look like? Because I feel like a lot of people could probably take some of this information
Yeah.
and maybe really do well for themselves.
Yeah. So one of the interesting things about me is I never officially graduated high school. I got my GED when I was 20 after I found out I was pregnant with my first daughter. Prior to that, I had done like serving and bartending and different things. I'd worked in some offices, and I climbed my way up. Honestly, I started out by doing temporary jobs.
Gotcha.
And I decided that every new assignment I took, I was going to ask for another $2 an hour. So that managed to take me from $12 an hour starting within a 2-year time period all the way up to $40 an hour. And like that was just a way to kind of get my foot in the door. It also allowed me to work for a lot of different companies, meet a lot
Right.
of different people, decide what kind of things I like to do, what kind of businesses I wanted to work for. Did I want to work for big corporations, smaller corporations, things like that.
Got you.
But it's just interesting because I was raised by a single mom, fatherless daughter. That's a whole other topic. You know, she was really young when I was born, so there was a lot of things that weren't necessarily passed on to me from a life perspective, right? No one
Right.
taught me about finances. No one taught me about like home ownership or anything like that. So those are things I had to kind of stumble through to figure it out on my own. And I don't necessarily believe in like the term single mother, because while I might be single as an individual, I'm not a single mom. Like I have a wonderful support system. I have very great relationships with my co-parents. But it was an interesting journey. I've worked for some really great corporations. I've worked for some very complicated corporations, but I've managed to be able to, you know, some hard knocks, but make my way up through corporate America kind of with that that strategy.
What would you say were a few things that allowed you, like skills that you developed, networking, like what were some of the things that allowed you to climb? Because we know a lot of people who will work a job for 10, 15 years
and then
never move up. So what do you think things that you did to allow you to move up?
Yeah, well, so first of all, I think that people really have to believe that they deserve the opportunity. I think a lot of people come from a place of a lack of self-love, and so then you get stuck in these positions where you just think that like that's it for you.
Right.
And it doesn't have to be it for you. Or, you know, you come from, look, I'm a poor kid from Frogtown with a GED. And I have managed to build a life that I love, safety and security for my children, based upon just continuously breaking those glass ceilings.
Right.
Like the average person would look at me. I mean, you guys know me in real life. Right. The average person would look at me and think I'm just some typical Frogtown kid, right? No one would think that I'm like some corporate America person.
Right.
But that's because I taught myself how to live in both worlds.
Right.
Right? Like I have what I teach my children this, what we call the switch, right? So I have my professional life, and I speak in a professional way when I'm in certain environments. I think one that's really important.
Like right now.
Yes. One that's really important, but also I'm from the hood. Like I know how that stuff goes. I'm not afraid of that type of thing. I can hang with the best of them. But I think that that is something that you have to develop. Like speaking well is a huge part of being able to move up. And
she
gaining
said
respect.
well, not good,
Yes.
by the way.
Well, common mistake when people are like,
well, you know what? I kind of like, not to cut you off, but I kind of actually want you to go a little deeper on that part. So what's the difference between speaking well and good?
well, so that's grammar, right? You're supposed to use the right verbiage and vernacular when you speak to people. So if someone says, hey, how are you? You're supposed to say, I'm well, not I'm good.
Yeah, but America doesn't do that.
Yeah, they do in corporate America.
Right.
Now, so you have to understand the circles in which you move in are going to have different vernacular. So you might be able to walk up to one of your people and be like, hey, yo, I'm good. But if you walk into corporate America, you're going to walk in there and say, hey, how are you doing? You're going to go, I'm well, how are you? Two completely different ways of approaching the same situation. It's circumstantial.
I don't know.
That's the duality.
Yes, that's
I'm
the
not saying
switch.
weirdo though, but you know what though? When I go to work, I say I'm good. I don't change my verbiage for.
It depends, but see, this is the conversation of where are you versus where do you want to be.
Yeah, and if you want to elevate.
Yes.
Yeah, but I have elevated. Like I don't know. Like I
You
get that for
can,
somebody.
but-
So do you think that's like a single mom thing or
No.
a woman thing, black woman thing?
I think it's the
Or do you
path
think
of
that's
least
like humans?
resistance. I think it's the path of
Humans
least
are human
resistance.
beings.
So let's talk about, this is a good topic right here, because you guys are having the argument right now. When it comes to black people, African Americans, you have some that understand the switch.
Yes.
And you have some who look down on the switch, to where it's like, why are you playing yourself down to fit into the situation? Build your own table instead of fitting at a table.
So here's how I would approach that conversation, because I've had this, right? It's the whole thing of like, you talk like you're white. Why do we ascribe that speaking well, or what's considered proper English, to be a white thing? Why is it that people can't be well educated but also respect where they come from? Like, I'm well educated, right? Like, I read a lot. Granted, I have a GED, but I've went to college. I've done all those things. I'm very well read and I'm well spoken. But that doesn't change the fact that I know where I come from. And then also being not only a woman, but a woman who's racially ambiguous. I face those conversations on both sides, right? So like, I can talk in whatever vernacular is comfortable for most people, and I will. I don't want to walk into a room and make people feel uncomfortable because they're used to me speaking one way or another. But I also don't want people to look at me and be like, well, I feel like you're being fake because of the way you're speaking now. It's like, listen, change the circumstances and I'll change the frame.
Yeah. We have to, for people of color, we have to stop putting whiteness on your academic achievements or your ability to be successful in white spaces.
Yes.
And kind of to speak to what
That's
Dwayne,
what I'm saying.
To speak to what Dwayne was saying, if I go to another country where I know people don't shake hands and I still extend my hand to shake their hand, like, it's disrespectful. I have to understand their customs, their norms, their morals, their values, and I have to operate in a way in which their culture moves.
Yes.
Like going to Russia and having CBD will get you in trouble, right? In America, that's fine. In Russia, it's not. So when I go into a corporate space, I can't just be me.
Yes.
Because I'm from the hood,
Right.
but I can't just be who I am at home. I have to go into this space and operate within their culture
Yes.
if I want to be successful there. And if I don't want to assimilate to their culture, that's fine. I just have to go somewhere where I can be myself.
And that's that's what I'm saying. It's circumstantial. Because listen, if you want to fight the path to build your own table, I commend you and I support you in that. And I'm never going to tell you you're wrong for doing that. But what's the path of least resistance, right? So if you have the opportunity to build that pathway, then by all means do it. Because this is the same conversation, right? When it's like dreadlocks were not considered professional, tattoos and things like that. The narrative for things like that are changing, but it does take time.
Yeah.
So you can come as your authentic self, but you got to respect
Which
the
you should
spaces
always
you're
do.
operating in. You should. You should.
You should always do. This is enlightenment. What
That's
I
like-
tell you.
that's-
You see the game she's putting on y'all. I told you
Definitely
that we're coming
dropping
back.
gems.
Last week we had the best designer. This one, look at her mind. We're coming back bigger than ever. It's enlightenment. It's me, Easy Senor, and
Why the hell does he keep doing that?
they made it up. I'm just rolling with it.
But Dwayne, before we get off the topic, I want your view, because you have the view of stay authentic no matter what.
No,
Like,
I'm
give
just saying.
your
I'm
point
not
of view
like.
on that.
I'm not gonna like. You know how they got that his, hers, and stuff you got put in your emails now. Him. No, I'm not finna change who I am. I am who I am. You like me or you don't. Like I'm not finna change no matter where I'm at. I've worked corporate. I've worked for regular jobs. I worked at fucking Walmart before. I'm not gonna change who I am. I am who I am. You like me or you don't. I'm not for everybody. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I'm an Aries. I like red. You see all the red on me? I like red. That means I'm fire. I'm fire. You either fuck with it or you don't. If you don't, that's cool.
Let me ask you, what's your price?
My price is exactly what I just said.
No, what's your price?
If you like me, then you like me. My price
But
is
what's your price? What's your number for you to not operate the way you want to operate and be your authentic self?
No, there is
How
no
much?
price. I'm always gonna be me.
So I can't pay you $5 million a year to not be you and to be how I want you to be in this pamphlet, to follow this list of policies and procedures
$5
and
million.
dress
I
code.
mean, I might think about it.
Oh,
but-
so you got a price.
maybe, but I don't. Not really.
Question.
So
I don't
what's your
know.
price?
I don't know. My price is I don't
Because
know.
right now, what she's talking
I don't
about
know.
is climbing in an industry in
Yes.
corporate America where she has to deal with
And that
primarily
goes
white
with-
men.
You know what? And that goes right into the next segment. That just
Hold on,
fits-
before you get off of that though, I got a strong point. So me,
What's up? What up, Chef?
so me, I feel like how you feel. Like I'm not finna change who I am. None of that. Like you know what I'm saying. So I created my own table. I created my own business.
Yes.
I still operate as a businessman. I still follow all the business 101 and business etiquette.
Right.
But when I pull up to a catering, I might, look like a quote unquote rapper or a young urban, human being. You know what I'm saying? And then just like this foundation, shout out to Jai Winston, Knight Foundation director. I was just in a meeting with him 2 weeks ago talking sponsorship, and he straight up was like, he came into the meeting with just casual clothes, but he's like, when
Not
he's-
everybody was meant to wear a suit.
yeah, but he was like, when it's the person that owns
mean,
the
you don't have
foundation,
sense.
if he has a meeting with them, then he might throw
He's
a suit on or
changing up.
whatever. He's still gonna operate how he wants to operate, but it's like different
Yeah.
situations
He's
call for
changing up.
different. You know what I mean?
What's the end goal? Like at the end of the day, it's what's the end goal. So if your end goal is to build your own table, then you don't have the same parameters of operation.
Right.
You have a lot more leeway to continue on as your authentic self.
Exactly.
Right.
Yep.
But before
Exactly.
you get there, you might have to play the game.
And this
I
kind
have
of-
to play the
Yes, that's
game,
exactly
follow
it.
the
Because
dress-
where are you
Yup.
trying to win?
Exactly.
Because where are you trying to win? There's multiple avenues to get to the life that you want, but it's what path do you want to take and where are you playing? Because I chose to play in corporate America, which means that I have to play by corporate America rules, right? Now, had I chosen an entrepreneurial route, I could do anything that I want to, tattoos, blue hair, whatever I want, and no one could tell me anything because I am my own boss. But not everybody, one, understands how to build their own business or create their own pathway. So sometimes corporate America is the path of lesser resistance. It just depends on how and what pathway you choose to go.
So speaking of entrepreneurship, how have you taken your career and your experience and then moved into a lane of entrepreneurship? Tell us a little bit about what you do
Outside
as far
of
as
the
that.
corporate.
Yeah.
So 2 years ago, my position was eliminated due to COVID. So they gave me like a severance package, and I'm like, well, what am I gonna do? I'm not the type of person that can sit around and just do nothing. Like, that's just not my way. I opened a virtual assistant business like in 2 days, registered, got everything done, and then found clients and replaced my income and loved it. I was able to work for myself. I spent a whole summer at the beach with my kids, like just doing what I want to do.
You
Working.
said virtual assistants?
Yeah.
What? Tell me a little bit about that.
Like VAs, basically, I would do a lot of like the administrative stuff for businesses like entrepreneurs.
Virtually.
Yeah.
So
you
like
would
real estate agents, stuff like that, they need an assistant?
Yes. You would call me. I would help you with invoicing, customer contacts, emails, calendaring, like getting things set up. Like I've been in the field of EA work for like over 16 years, so a long time. So,
EA, executive
assistant. Yes.
Just so everybody knows.
So virtual assisting is just me doing that remotely. So anything that people need assistance with, I'm able to come in and take things off their hands. So for instance, one of the people that I was supporting owned multiple businesses. He needed support doing invoicing, customer relations, project research, project management. So I was able to step in and do a lot of those things. And it was great. I loved working for myself. The only caveat was the health insurance piece. I have 3 children. I have to cover their health insurance. Yeah, so benefits are a little more complicated to navigate in an entrepreneurial space. But, I mean, I loved it, and I still have the company.
You did my resume when I was like 22, 23.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Thank you. But, yeah, no, it's a wonderful business, and I love it. And you can do it from anywhere.
Got you.
So it kind of segues into the next story, the next question. What do you think about dating in your 30s? So I'm not gonna age anybody here, but we're the of everybody of House of King Studios.
You're old as hell.
We're old.
You're old.
I'm not
as
gonna
hell.
call. I'm not gonna call Lana old, but y'all niggas is old.
She's younger than us.
Right. She's
Okay,
younger than
cool.
us.
She in her prime,
Yeah.
like you was talking about last
So,
episode on your
I
IG.
want your
Dwayne
opinion.
old as hell though.
Oh,
That's
no,
why you gotta
well,
get that
motherfucker, you're older than
colonoscopy.
me. You're older than me. What are you talking about? So I want your opinion on dating in your 30s. What is your opinion on that? I know it's a kind of a interesting question, but
A pro and a con.
I think a pro is that by the time you get to your 30s, you just very well understand who you are as an individual. So it's a lot easier to know what you offer as a partner and what you expect from a partner. So I think that's one of the benefits of dating in your 30s. Some of the detriments to dating in your 30s, it's a little complicated. Like, it's a little complicated. Some of the things that I find hardest to deal with is just, we're in our 30s. What are you doing, baby? What is you doing?
Right.
Like, I come across a lot of those situations where I'm just like, friend, if you haven't figured it out, I don't really know how to help you.
So
what? You're unimpressed by the guys?
let me
underwhelming.
interject with this because you said Miss Jackson was watching. She had
no, his mama is watching. Shout out, Regina.
She told me a while back. She said that when you're old, she said when you're my age, dating is like finding parking spaces.
Yeah,
all the good ones are taken and the rest are handicapped. So you know when you pull into a lot and you like, oh, there go a good space right there, and it's handicapped. Well, when you get older, sometimes you think I done found the one, and yeah, it's special.
Right. So, I mean, do you feel that way? Like when you go out on dates with men, I mean, you're an attractive woman, and then you're in your 30s. Do you find it like, so what is your problem with the men that you're dating?
Special.
He said they're special. Damn, easy.
You know,
You
I
know these guys.
Parking spaces.
Lana's like, come on now. What is it?
Do they be like lazy? Like, do
Like,
they
what do you
don't
mean?
work?
Like,
Like, what's
explain,
some
what
like?
do you mean? Like,
Just paint a picture for our audience a little bit.
Well, okay, so like a perfect example is to your point about being your authentic self.
yeah.
So in today's age, it's really hard to meet people organically, right? So you just don't meet people at coffee shops. So a lot of time you're doing online dating. Please show up and be who you are. Like, please show up as the person in the pictures. And
Wait a minute. With all these filters
So what?
and angles
You motherfuckers on
makeup.
Bumble.
Listen,
You motherfuckers on Bumble
you
and Tinder.
guys-
are
Women
not
don't
who
be
you are.
showing up as themselves.
I
When
agree.
they
I
do
agree
show
on
up,
both
they show
sides.
up as something totally different than what
I
they
agree.
show.
But I got a question. Do
Yes.
it be a week till they unravel? Do it be a month?
Good
Do it be a
question.
year?
Sometimes,
Like,
no,
they
sometimes
unravel.
it's on the first date.
They just
I have
unravel.
What's the
in
worst
my
one?
dating
What's the worst
profile,
one?
I have a sentence that says, "Just make sure I don't have to use the emergency escape text," and I mean
God
that.
damn.
I mean that.
Emergency escape.
So
Because-
you've used that before?
Yes.
Well, what does that
yes,
mean?
I have.
What is their emergency
Hey,
escape
Dwayne,
text?
hold on, Dwayne. I just want you to think about what she says and let me know if it's ever happened to you. Okay?
Hell no.
Go ahead, explain it.
So,
You out of your motherfucking
I'll give a
mind.
perfect example. I was out to dinner. So the guys,
don't do
the
online
pictures
dating,
on
nigga.
this person's profile looked nothing. And they're not an angle on the planet that's going to make you look that different. So he was not the person that I was expecting. On top of that, now height is not a big deal to me, but I wore heels because I'm short. And on his profile, it said he was like 6'2". When I tell you I look like an Amazon standing next to this man, you could have at least done me the favor of telling me that you were like 5'6". I would have worn flats. I like flats.
Right.
So, and then throughout the course of dinner, he starts talking about flat earth, aliens, and his sexual relationship with his ex.
Why would he talk to you about sex about what his ex
I
does?
don't know.
Niggas is
I
weirdos.
Men that bring up their ex.
Niggas are weirdos.
What do I think about
They
men who bring up
backwards.
their ex?
Hit
No,
the
what's
Like
backwards. is.
when they're dating.
So like for so many, not saying you date
Niggas is
a lot,
backwards.
Yeah.
but for so many men, like how many just start bringing up their ex out of nowhere? Like 50%.
So I'll add this as just an extra point to consider. If they have children, then I always want to know what's the relationship with you and the mother of your children.
Facts.
Because if a red flag for me is if you start bashing the mother of your child, we're done.
Oh,
We're done. That's an
Women gotta
automatic
stick
no.
together.
And the reason is because even if you have a bad relationship, for you to misrepresent her to me means you don't expect us to have a good relationship. So that's a red flag.
That's game right there, ladies.
Like,
Tap
so-
in.
Enlightenment.
And then
You know the vibes.
You know the vibe.
so outside of the circumstances that they have their own children, it's rare. But sometimes I'll ask, like, how long has it been since you've been in a relationship? One, because are you freshly out of some toxic situation? Because please spare me. Take some time, as you should.
Heal.
Yes,
Heal.
please.
He'll love.
And then,
Cleanse yourself.
if it's been a significant amount of time, what's your reasoning? Because I want to know, like, what have you been doing? Have you been working on yourself? Are you self-aware enough to know that you needed the space? Also, if you start trash talking your ex to me, it's a red flag. First of all, it's none of my business. I don't know her. I don't need to know that. I don't need to know, like, any of the ins and outs. You could simply say, like, it just didn't work out. We weren't compatible. So I'll say it's rare that it comes up, but he just took the cake.
So what if they don't have that? Like okay. So what if they don't have those type of issues? Like what if they don't have like an ex-wife or a baby mom? Let's say they're a single guy with no kids,
Like you.
like me. So we don't have to talk about like those type of problems.
No, all that's great, but I will add that as a mother, I am hesitant to date men without children because I think sometimes they don't understand what is required of a parent.
I agree.
So for me, I know everybody thinks like it's the golden child to meet someone who doesn't have babies. And I'm like, well, I commend you because you made it to your 30s with no babies. I have babies. And I am a mother before anything. So I kind of need someone who understands what that requires.
I don't date women that don't have children
I get
because
it.
they don't understand my lifestyle.
Yep.
And I think just from a male perspective, one thing that I've noticed is like when I tell women that I'm a full-time father,
Yeah.
it's like it's admirable
Yeah.
until like they see it in real life
Well,
because
then
they
they're mad
don't
because you don't have any time.
yeah, because they don't really expect me to like really be parenting. They're like,
Yes.
oh, you got your kids
Every
like
other
you think about
weekend
like
and-
dads just are there for a good time, take their kids to the park, go to a
Yes.
game.
Cap.
But it's like
It's
no, like
24/7.
I put
All day
I put
long.
my children to bed at night, so I can't talk to you at 9 o'clock because
Yes.
I'm making sure they're getting a shower. I'm reading to them before bed,
Yes.
so I'm gonna call you at 10:30, and that always turns into a problem. So in the
understand,
beginning
see.
they love it, and then in the end they're like,
to
wait
go
a minute,
crazy.
like you're really busy.
Well, and they expect you to
I'm
put
about to
them
go crazy.
first.
Right.
Like, and
Which
a lot
they
of times,
should.
to school
Look.
degree, but you knew I had kids.
Yeah.
All right, but see, this. I'm about to go crazy on this subject.
Why? Because you
motherfuckers-
now you
look,
can't get a date.
No, because no,
You've
I
been
don't-
eliminated.
I don't give a fuck
If you had a
what
few
you're doing.
babies,
No, no,
Lana
no,
might
no,
be
no, no,
interested
no.
in you.
No. I don't want to know what you're doing all the time. I don't like to be up under a person. I'll date a woman that has 3 kids. I'll see you a couple times a week. We kick it, whatever. I got to work. You work. You do your thing with text, with talk on the phone. I don't need to be under you while you're over there cooking dinner for your kids.
He making a
That's
case for himself right now.
No.
I'm gonna
You were
respect
talking
your
to some
time.
weirdo shit. That shit's weirdos.
Leo, be quiet. You was getting beat up by 6'2" bitches.
Right, exactly. So shut up. Get the fuck out of here.
What's your girl phone
Shout out
number?
to that uptown. You had 6'2".
You know you airdropped it to her too, Leo.
Right, yeah. I don't need that
I got you,
problem.
big homie.
I got
I
someone
got
I
you.
can call when I want on the weekend when your kids, especially if they're older. Now, girl that got like young kids, like 3, 4, that's different. But someone that's got 14, 16, 15-year-olds, look, they can take care of themselves. I'll call you on the weekends.
Man,
we
them
go hang
teenagers
out.
will jump your ass though.
Take care of themselves. That's the
Especially
No,
if
They
they're
need a lot of
boys.
supervision.
Especially if they're
All right,
boys.
so, all right, well, who was supervising
The
them when y'all-
3-year-olds she can put to
Whoa,
bed.
whoa, whoa,
The
whoa.
15-year-old's gonna be like, "Why are you at my mom's house?"
Yes.
Like that,
But
that
I'm not
man here
coming now.
again.
Like, I'll
Like,
come
hey,
when
bro,
I'm
those is
invited.
my
Like,
fruit snacks.
she- no, no, no.
Right.
See, so no, this is the difference. I'm not coming to the house. She's coming to my house. Who
Okay.
the fuck, I don't need her. I don't need to go to the.
So
be
then,
around the
who's
kids.
gonna be with the kids then if she's coming to your house? Is she
If
bringing the
they're
kids
16
with
years
her?
old, they can go to sleep. She'll be there in the morning. The fuck you talking about?
And again, understanding parenting.
Right.
I'm gonna be at home
How
with
you
my
feel? I
16.
seen
Right.
that.
Whoa,
I seen
whoa, whoa.
that
She went
eyebrow.
out last night.
You-
She's not- How old are your kids?
I have teenagers, and then I have a younger son.
So
Wait,
hold on.
Ask her when she got home, though.
Yeah.
She
When
said
did
she
you
got
get
home with-
home, and do you communicate with your children? Like, what roles and responsibilities do you have with having teenage children?
Well, first of all, I'm very close with my children. They knew what I was doing, where I was going. They called me 3 times while I was like
So
out
I'm
doing what I
wrong.
need to. So I talked
Yeah,
to them
right.
throughout the evening, and I got home at like 2, and then like that was it. So I don't leave my
No,
kids.
that's a huge difference than coming home the next morning.
Well, no, but
Yeah.
I could be done by
yeah.
Yeah, we know all you need is
What
2.
you talking about?
You do not want a partner.
You just need 2
talking
minutes.
about?
You do
So
not
you're
want
saying
a
you're a quick
partner.
finisher?
Oh, I take
Yes.
we can go out at 9, 10 o'clock. I'll drop
Oh,
off
okay,
by
that's
2.
what you talking about.
Yeah, I'll
You
drop
said an
off.
early date. I thought you were talking about being a quick finisher.
Oh no, hell.
He's like, I could be.
I'm going all night. That's why I said I'm trying to talk you into get a babysitter. Leave that.
No, I will say
That's on
like
my mom. I'm talking you into a babysitter. Like,
So that's what you've been doing when you've been laying low all weekend. You've been paying for Ubers and babysitters.
He been talking to the babysitters for sure.
hey, shithead. We think we work jobs for. Shit,
So
man.
we were talking about dating and dating parents, single parents, or dating
is
people
funny.
with or without kids.
I know y'all love this.
What about age gap? Because I feel like being in
Good
my
question.
30s, dating is a very interesting space. Because I always tell people like my age range is like 10 years above me, 10 years below me. And it's kind of gone up over the years, but I have dipped and dabbled just below the 10-year gap, and it's backfired horribly. But like, how do you feel?
with some experience.
It's easy. You got a 50-year-old?
I like to elaborate.
Hey, is.
We're speaking to our guest, and afterwards, I will elaborate on some of my experiences going below that 10-year mark. But
Don't say that. I'll punch you in the face.
Well, so I'll be honest. Years back, it was very awkward where men would approach me and they were younger. I'm just like, well, what am I gonna do? Plus, I had 2 children by the time I was 22.
right,
So like my circumstances were a lot different. And then, so I was like, maybe like a 2 or 3 year gap. And then as I've gotten older, to your point, I'm like, okay, well, maybe not. And so it's still awkward. Like I've tried the whole 10 up, 10 down thing. And it's, I mean, it can be okay. I think it's very circumstantial and based on the person. But there's a culture that's happening right now where I find like kids that are barely in their 20s. And I say kids because that's how I feel about them.
yep, college kids,
That are
college age
like,
kids, yeah.
DMing me in my inbox, like
Damn,
accosting me. And
they're
I'm just,
thirsty after you at 20 years old?
I'm so confused because I'm like, you do realize that I could have actually birthed you.
Yeah,
Like,
you
that
could be their
is
parent.
that is the case.
Straight up.
No remorse. And it's so
Hey,
uncomfortable
y'all thirsty out there.
because they go so hard and will try
Yeah,
to just genuinely convince
Younger
you.
generation.
What's the best one you've seen? Though?
Is
You mean like
Cherokee y'all generation
looking?
nasty?
What do you
No,
mean?
no. Like so you're saying this. So they're saying you're sliding in the sliding in your DM.
Yeah.
There had to have been one when you were like, That was good,
Young
but
happy
no.
kid or something.
Oh.
Have you ever had one of those experiences, or is it
that you
always a
actually-
strictly?
I give them all an A for effort. I'm like, listen, I respect your
Shooting
like
at your jump shot?
Yeah, like I respect you like shooting your shot, and I respect the confidence.
It
But
had to have been one.
no, there's been a couple where I'm like, you're
slipped by,
cute and
it's
you're
like,
funny,
That's
but
it,
no.
just no substance.
So what's the youngest, or what's the largest age gap? Because we also want to say youngest because you're young. That limit might go up as you go up in age, but what's the biggest gap that you've had in dating, up and down?
I want that question from all three of you guys.
Okay,
Okay.
so down has been 8 years.
Okay.
Up has really only been like 4 years.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting because women typically date guys older
Oh,
or
yeah, that is
seek
true.
older men.
So that's a part of another conversation. I think because of where I am and like the way my life is established, a lot of the things that attract younger women to older men aren't necessarily things that I'm seeking.
It's money and fame.
Yeah,
and
I'm
balls.
just-
She said, "I already got that myself."
I
So you
just
don't want a sugar daddy.
no, God no.
See.
I don't want to. And I
You know what the red pill community would say about that with you being all accomplished.
what is the red pill community?
The red pill community, the Kevin
Hey, so-
Samuels,
what's he
the
talking
Fresh and
about?
Fits,
I'm
all those
done with
podcasts. I don't
him.
know if we
That
can
man
name
died,
other podcasts.
which unfortunate, but that man died sleeping with a prostitute.
But-
I'm done
but
with
they would-
anything
Was
that
she a
man had to
prostitute?
say.
Wait, I'm
Whoa,
just saying
whoa,
that they
whoa.
would
Is that-
say
Don't quote me.
we don't know that, Dwayne. We don't know that.
Was that a prostitute?
We don't know
Something,
that.
maybe not, but either way.
But
That
all
bitch
I'm
was
saying is
allegedly-
that there are men out here who would say that women who are accomplished are less desirable.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And the reason is because I'm not for everybody.
Do you think that that's why you're desired though by these younger guys? Maybe they're looking at you as like a girlfriend mom.
Honestly, so
Taken care of?
I've asked because I'm always curious. Like, I'm like, what do you want with like a 30-some-odd-year-old woman with 3 children? Like, what do you want it? Why?
Well, what do you
Go
think?
out,
Whoa.
'cause I don't-
What
I
do you
don't
think
drink.
they want?
I don't party. I don't do any of the things that like a 20-something-year-old male would do. I don't want to go to the club
Yeah,
with
but
you.
what,
Like,
what do you think they want?
yeah, but
Well,
I don't care about that. I'm
outside
talking about
of
these
sex.
kids have genuinely wanted to
Like,
date
yeah.
me.
No, I'm
you
not.
think
I'm,
they
I'm
got
not
mommy
talking about
issues?
sex.
Like,
I'm, not
you
talking
know-
about, I'm saying,
Yeah.
what do you think they want? I'm not talking about sex.
They want relationships half the time, and I'm like, you're gonna be bored.
But
like,
in
you're
that
gonna be bored.
relationship, do you think they're seeking stability the same way that young
Yes.
women are?
No, I think that that's true. I think a lot of them are because I've asked.
Well,
I'm
you
like,
got
so.
a house, you got cars, you got money, you make.
But I
it-
also I
can
wouldn't
help a 20
entertain a younger
20-year-old
person to that age. One, because I think you're still in a really big like learning phase about yourself, and you're still building a lot. You know what I mean? So
Alright.
to a certain point, there's certain things I can't help you with, right? Like I cannot develop you into the person you're going to be. Yeah, you need to experience things. You have to decide who you are, and that's a journey that you have to do.
Well,
on
isn't
your
that
own.
called grooming?
I don't know. I'm not grooming them. That they have to do that themselves. That's my whole point.
That's not grooming, bro.
No, but
Yeah,
groom-
teenagers,
grooming. Where's grooming come
called
from?
raising.
Grooming is like for rape and child molestation.
Yes.
Like a teacher can groom a child by giving them gifts to make them like them and feel comfortable around them, and then take advantage of them.
Yeah.
So you telling me?
That's
you
grooming.
telling me a man can't or a woman can't teach a man how to grow?
Yeah, like a
But
teacher.
that's not
So
that's
when
not what
That's
grooming
not what
means.
grooming is.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
grooming
like-
is for rape and molestation.
Is raising.
Raising.
Yes.
Yeah, like raising a
So
young
you
man.
don't have time to raise a 20-year-old,
No.
even no matter how cute or if he's the one or he's one of them.
You're not the one at that stage.
You are not him.
You're not him.
Like you're not the.
Well, okay, what if it's like one
I'm
of
ha-
these
listen,
rappers out
because
here?
here's the
What if
deal.
it's Chief Keef?
How am I gonna have a
Like
relationship?
NBA young boy.
What if it's
Right.
NBA young boy?
What if he's a millionaire
He's a
21-year-old?
He's
No.
a ring here. He don't need
Especially
your money.
no.
He don't care. He got 8 kids.
Yeah.
He don't care how many kids you
Right.
got.
No.
He's got 8 kids of his own.
So Dwayne,
20-year-old at $1 million.
how about
with $1
you
million
answer the question?
Domestic
'Cause
violence.
producers said they
Like,
want
I don't
all
want the
three of
problem.
us.
you didn't answer.
Well,
want me to go
let's go.
first?
Yeah, you go first. So, what's your the oldest woman you've ever dated and the youngest woman?
No,
In the age you were
Age
at
gap,
the time.
age
You
range.
know
yeah.
what? I'm not. I guess I do that 10-10 too. But I mean, I don't know. Last episode we talked about those BBLs and shit. You 22 and you got. I mean, but we ain't dating.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
I'm going.
But
10
no,
and 10.
who had like
your
we're
real
saying
life.
your real experience? What's the youngest or like the young? You know the gap,
But
yeah.
at what age though?
At what age were you?
with the largest gap.
Yeah.
With the largest
Like,
gap.
were you 10 years older than her, 12 years older than her, 6
No,
years
I was
older?
like 10. I did younger.
That was 10
I
years
did-
under you?
Yeah, I never did. I don't really like older. Like I do 5 years older.
That's your limit?
Yeah.
So 5 years
I'll
older
do
and
like
10
I'm
years younger?
saying I'll do 45
Okay.
because she's successful by the. If I'm doing it and she got to fuck with me, then that means she's successful, got money. She's coming over cooking at picnics, at our barbecues. She's at our pool parties. Younger, I have her at that too, but I probably wouldn't bring. I'd actually rather bring the older one than the younger one. To be honest, I know it sounds weird because the younger one body is better, but the older one can do more.
But it's two different types of imagery that you're presenting,
Right.
depending on which one you bring.
Exactly. I'm bringing the older one because she's coming to cook. She's gonna clean. She's
So
not,
all old women cook and clean?
the ones I fuck with. I don't know who you fuck with, but
I was
you
just
can't-
asking.
You can't fuck with me if you ain't doing.
But I'm
nothing
just
for me.
saying, you're just saying that
Look,
age
so
means that she has
look,
more
all
skills,
my
like
fans
more.
know that you gotta be about the younger ones. Kind of like what she said. What can you do for me besides like sex? Like you gotta be able to hold a conversation. You gotta be able to talk. I got a fucking show here. I'm on YouTube for a year and a half now. What do you think? You think you're gonna be able to just sit up with me? We're gonna sit in the basement somewhere and just watch YouTube?
That's
Call
what
me
they called
every
it,
day,
though. I just had to
text
look
me.
for
I
She
don't
might,
text.
she might be your content manager.
No. But I don't text her. This is one thing I was telling somebody the other day. And don't DM me about that shit either, because you know what I'm talking about. I don't like to text. I'm a caller. I'm an 80s baby. We call. Texting's weird to me. Like, oh.
You got an
5
old
seconds.
soul.
I call. Like, just tell me what you want right away.
See, I will watch my phone ring so that I can wait for you to stop calling and then text you. What?
See, her with me
Yeah,
along.
what?
Because
Don't call me.
Because like I want to hear your voice. I want to hear your actions. I want to hear that in your voice.
They got a
Texting,
voice
you can
chat.
say anything, right? You know, check one. You can say anything on a text.
So what about FaceTime?
I could do that too.
You could do that too?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't mind.
He's got Android.
I don't-
I still got Snap. Hold on, whoa.
He's
I
capping. He's
still,
got a green
got
bubble.
Snapchat. I still got Instagram. I still got Facebook.
I got a
all
phone
that.
for you, Unc. $200
I ain't
iPhone.
giving you shit.
I don't want to be FaceTime. Don't FaceTime me. Trying to
That's
see
what-
where I'm
That's
at.
what the
Bro, I'm not-
generation
I wanna-
calls it, though.
but
They
see-
called it for
Y'all young.
For
like, I
Lana
don't
talking
know. I
about the
don't-
younger crowd, they call it building them up. So you're saying you wouldn't build up a younger dude?
But so
That's
put me in a
technically-
position of more of a mothering role than a partner
Exactly,
role. And so that
no.
for me
But I
kills
build-
the whole
but I don't
relationship
mind, though, but see-
ideology
but see-
because I'm going to start looking at you as a child
Exactly.
when you're asking me to do like motherly things, like mentorship and mother things. For me, I feel predatory dating someone that
Exactly.
you know what I mean? Like that doesn't sit well with me.
Yeah.
If I'm over here mothering you, that's
And see,
mad
so
weird.
that's where the genders differ, because as I can see the frustration building in Dwayne's face, but I think that we are like biologically and by design we're different because men are supposed to provide and protect, and protect. That means building someone up, right? So I think that a lot of men will look for younger women because they are looking for someone to take care of, and men have big egos, and so we want to fulfill needs. We want to
Yes.
feel needed,
Oh, man.
and
Episode
it can be
1.
very difficult for a guy to come into a relationship with a woman that he's either like equally yoked with at the same level financially, or if a woman is making more, because it can be humbling because she doesn't necessarily need
Need
me.
you, yeah.
But she wants me,
Yeah.
but she could say, you know what, pack your bags, kick rocks, I don't need your help. And so that can be hard on a male.
Yeah, but see that you made an interesting point there because what you're talking about is a power play.
Mm-hmm.
When someone needs you, you have a higher level of power.
Right.
But when they don't need you, they want you, you're on an equal playing field.
Right.
And that brings in the requirement for both partners to deliver equally to the other person's need. So it really is, it's not
Perfect.
necessarily about those people, it's power.
Yeah.
When a
Great
woman
answer.
is in a place where she's stable on her own and doesn't need you, you have to keep up the level of expectations
About
to
to go
keep
crazy,
that
y'all.
relationship healthy. They don't.
And you have to do more to maintain that, I guess, positional power.
Yes.
Because when it goes beyond money, so now it may be like emotional support,
Yes.
spiritual. You may have to do more things around the house
Yes.
to maintain your
There's a
position
higher
as
division
the
of
man.
labor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which
So-
is all good and dandy. And this is where I come in. This is the difference between me and them suckers y'all talking to. I don't do that. I go with someone that's on my level, and we can compliment it. I don't need you to take care of me. You don't need to raise me. I got my own shit.
Well, then,
I went to
But you were
college.
just talking about a woman like cooking, cleaning. You're
No,
not
I'm
like
saying,
I don't want to be
right.
able to.
I got a question. I got a question
saying
though,
Dwayne.
Dwayne.
Whoa,
Or-
whoa,
no,
whoa,
no.
whoa.
Is it is it the age gap that makes those? Because as men, we look at those qualities as something your woman should have. She should be cleaning. She should, she don't got to clean everything, but she should clean the house. She should cook you some food. She should fold your laundry as well. You should do all those things.
I don't ask.
But is it the
They
age
just
gap
do.
that makes that feel like it's
Yes,
mothering?
the young girls want to come over and get slapped
or
and knocked
is
off.
it something that women just have to?
Those
I
young
guess
girls
at-
just want to get snapped
I guess
off.
at the age that I'm at, I feel like those are life skills you should already have. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. Like, my son knows how to do all the basic household tasks. Why? Because I expect you as an adult to be able to stand on your own two feet.
Right.
And also, I want you to be a reciprocal partner, meaning I don't want you to get in a relationship with a woman later in life and be like, well, you're going to work, plus you're going to do dishes, raise kids, da-da-da-da-da, and all I got to do is work. Like, no, I want my son to live by himself at some point because I think that you need to learn how to do that. Which means you need to know how to run your own household, cook, clean, do all those other things. I think those are life skills that you should have just as a person, regardless of gender. Those are just life skills. And I think it's interesting that we as a society have painted certain things to be one side versus the other. Like, if you're a male that lives alone, shouldn't you know how to do dishes?
Right.
Do your laundry?
Right.
Clean? Shouldn't you know how to run your own finances? Those are life skills. Those are
And
not gender skills.
Once you enter into a relationship, why do you feel the need to discontinue doing those tasks?
Exactly.
It's
Like,
not about-
now I've got a woman to do it.
No. But
but-
see,
but
that's
there's
not what
something-
I'm saying. It's
there's
not. It's
something
not
about-
discontinued though. Easy. It just happens. When I date a woman, they just do it.
No, that's a little,
That's
But
no. What do you mean?
You can do both.
They just
Like,
do it.
You're
Right.
supposed.
Look,
You're supposed
I
to do
don't
both.
never ask
right?
somebody.
Yes.
I don't
You just
never.
do it, but you.
When I date a woman, I wake up, they're already doing this.
You
They
would
just
still
want
step
to.
in though, right?
So it's not, huh?
You would still do the dishes. Even
I
though
do
they
my own shit, but I
Yeah,
wake up,
exactly.
they're folding my laundry. I didn't ask them to.
That's not the
They're
problem.
doing it like
Yeah, but
That's
that's a
initiative.
choice
That's
then.
initiative.
Yes, that's
I'm
a
not
choice.
talking about this experiment. I'm just saying, but that's just me though. That's the type of women I date because they're older. They're more. They got more up here.
So
Some of them
question
younger ones
question
are
for you,
down like
Dwayne.
this.
Question for you, because when you date, you don't know what woman you're going to get. So
Mm-hmm.
are you saying that when you meet a woman and you start dating her, if she doesn't do those things, then you move
Is
on
that a red
from
flag?
her?
Yes.
Because it's not like you're going out into the dating pool and saying, hey, who folds clothes and cooks dinner? So you don't know what she's going to do. So if she fulfills other areas of your life, but she doesn't do those tasks, is
What do
she
you
not
mean by
your
dating?
type?
Though? What do you mean by dating though?
Dating when you're
So
meeting.
is she my girl or are we dating? There's a difference.
So when
You
when
can have a girlfriend and date someone.
So when-
right? You're dating someone, but it's not your boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
So
What do you
when
mean?
when
Like,
you
my
are when
girlfriend,
you
I
are
already
going,
know. When it's my girlfriend, I already know.
But
what she's
So
She
you're
had- but
saying
she
though
has to
after
get
that
there.
stage, yeah, right.
you have to get to that point. Is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
So
but-
you're saying when you meet women, right? When you meet women and you date them and you decide to get into a relationship with them, is that something that they have to do for you to then say you're in a
What did I tell
relationship?
you? No. See, we got to rewind the episode. This is backwards.
I'm asking you a
No,
question.
I know, but I already said that. I just said it 10 minutes ago. I said I don't expect it. It just they just do.
So every single,
initiative.
so you're saying that every single woman that you've ever entered into a relationship with has automatically
Done something for me
Move-
without
move-
asking.
what-
Facts.
moved into a role of your housekeeper. Every single woman.
As far as like folding some fucking laundry.
No, I'm just asking you a simple question. So every single
If it's
woman that
laid
you
out,
dated
yeah.
has just
big.
moved into that role.
It's
look,
never
they wouldn't-
ending. It's
they-
never
they,
ending.
They wouldn't get to girlfriend status.
That's what I'm asking you.
Right.
I'm
He's
ask-
saying, is that a prerequisite for them to become your
Right, I'm
girlfriend?
asking you, do you filter out women when you're dating them? Do you filter them out by saying she doesn't have these certain skills that I'm looking for, or she doesn't have these attributes that I'm looking for?
Oh yeah. Because if I'm gonna do for you, I'm gonna come. Remember we talked about the 4 for 4s. We'll just use Lana as an example. If I'm going to her house, I gotta bring shit for all her kids.
All right.
So I'm
So,
so hear me
what
out.
then-
Whoa. So I'm bringing out 4 for 4. Everybody's getting chicken nuggets. And
Forget the
with-
4
let's
for
be
4s.
clear.
Forget
With,
the 4 for 4s.
yes, I'm bringing with honey mustard.
Forget
and
the 4 for
barbecue.
4s. Let's not speak metaphorically. Let's not speak
And then
metaphorically.
she comes over. She's down in downtown St. Paul with me. Do I expect her to do something for me the next day? Is that what you're asking?
I'm like, yeah.
Do I expect it? No.
But you're using it as a
prerequisite.
Like it's
like she might not be my girlfriend. She'd be a
So then you do expect it, because if that's a prerequisite, then that is a required qualification.
So to date Dwayne, you got to be my housekeeper.
No, you got to do something for me.
I feel like it's the
because I'm doing more for you than you're gonna do.
So what do you do for women?
So you're talking about reciprocity.
So what do you do? What do you bring to the table then?
All the love in the world. I'm singing like Eddie Kane.
It's the dollar trick. You know, you're in a new spot. You leave $1 on the table. You want to see if you can trust these people, right? They don't snatch it. You can trust these people. I feel like that's what he leaves.
That's what I'm saying.
He leaves a basket of clean laundry on the floor, and if it's folded in the morning, it's like, okay, you move to the next level.
That's a prerequisite, exactly. Like that is a pre-qualification
Now,
for someone to
now,
become
Lala,
your girlfriend.
you
That's
may
what it
not
sounds
do that
like.
if you come spend the night, but most of the time, if you spent the night, your night was so great that you're gonna want to do that in the morning anyway.
Oh my God!
And that's a
anyway,
fact. It's
anyway.
All right, so I'll go to my age range as we continue, as we prepare to kind of wrap up. So for me, the oldest I dated, 7 years above me, 7 years older than me.
She was 70? I'm kidding.
How was
Not
that
70,
experience?
7 years. We had the clash of like who's the boss. Oh, wow. Even though financially at some years, because I hustle, you know, I entrepreneur stuff. So some years I made more money, some years I made a little less, but she was definitely, you know, well paid. But sometimes I make more, sometimes I make less, depending on the things I had going on. But the power dynamic and the struggle of like, you know, who's running the household or who's making the final decision on stuff, it was rough. And that's really what ultimately ended the relationship, because there were some things where I felt like, all right, I'm the head of the household and this is how it's going to be. Like, I'm making a decision, like we're going to switch up this garbage company. And I don't feel like debating it because I've already done the research. I want to go with the more affordable garbage company and you don't, but why we have to argue about it? Like, I'm changing this up. Or I'm getting a different cable package because we're not watching all these channels. It's a waste of money. So we'd have struggles with like finance
arguments.
So that's really where the struggle came. Younger, I think it was 12 years.
You like those young girls.
Big dog.
Yeah, I think it was 12 years. Huh? No, this is in Minnesota. I think it was 12 years.
It's in Miami.
It was like 37 to 25.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah, it was like 27 to 35 or so.
Is that your limit? Would you go under 25 at this stage?
Honestly, like I really try to stay about 10 years, but you know, so like right now that would be 28, 29.
She got that BBL.
We can talk about that later. I feel like around, you know, like, because I'm sought after by a lot of 25, 26-year-old women. Like 25, 26-year-old women try to engage me, but it's like it's the the maturity issue.
Shut up, Cherokee.
It's the maturity. So, but here's what I like when I was asking about bringing things to the table. So young women look at me, and one thing, like, they see the father image, right? And a lot of young women that don't have fathers, like, and they've even told me, like, I look at you like you're almost like my dad. Like, you're such a good dad. I want to be in a relationship with you because I've never experienced having a good father myself. So just being around a good dad makes them feel good. You know what I'm saying? But that maturity piece of, like, you called it grooming, you called it building them up. Sometimes that's like, it's labor. It's labor intensive.
It's very labor
because
intensive.
It's like, look, I need you to stop doing this, or like, you're embarrassing me. You know, and
they don't understand why.
Until they get older, and especially with social media. Like, I've told the younger girls that I've dated, like, look, we don't even have to date exclusively. You can do whatever you want because I'm old. So do what you do, just don't embarrass me. And what do? Like, with social media, they act a fool. You know, it's like, yo, like, you're getting way too drunk. But then I have to remind myself, when I was 25, I was getting slapped.
Man.
So now I'm over here trying to tell a 26-year-old girl not to get
do
drunk.
26-year-old things.
Yeah, like, yo, you're getting too drunk. You got to slow down on your drinking. But when I was 26, I was like running around here in my drawers outside with a bottle of vodka. So I think that's like the biggest struggle. But what I do like about dating younger women is, like, as a man, you do feel like there's this opportunity to kind of create them into the woman that you want them to be, but you have to have a lot of patience. And with me being a parent, it's like I already got kids that I'm doing that for, so I really don't have time, you know. But I don't know, man.
So you're going old,
huh?
You rather go?
I
old.
definitely don't want to go older than myself, though. I never want to be like close in age, like close proximity. 3-4 years is probably cool, but like 7 years older.
So will you go to 50?
No.
Why you keep doing them like you
No.
What you mean?
I know we the same age. Here's the other thing.
Why are you talking about dating in your 30s?
Huh?
I said if y'all the same age, why are you talking about dating in your 30s?
We are in our 30s.
Yeah, we in our 30s.
Y'all
We ain't 40 yet.
No, we're not.
No,
They
we ain't there yet. Holla at me next year, I'll be 40. Holla at me next year, I'll be 40. But here's another thing about men, and this goes one of them red pill conversations, and it pisses women off, but I heard that men age like wine, women age like milk.
I don't agree with that.
And hold on, I'm gonna tell you the reason behind the analogy, because men place so much value in women's appearance. Women place value in like men's accomplishments. So again, women look at me and go, "He's got a good job. He
But
has."
that's not what she
wait,
was
let me
talking
finish.
about, though.
Wait,
She
let
said
let
she
me
didn't care
let
if you
me
got a
finish.
GED.
Let me finish. He has a good job. He's a good father. He has property. He has cars. He's got his stuff together. He doesn't have a criminal record. These are all like milestones I've hit through my life by building the person that I am, and that's what makes me attractive to women. Whereas men typically go, she's hot. And it's just that. She looks good.
For the most part.
But I'm saying,
well,
like,
hold
when
on,
we're
whoa,
looking
whoa,
at, like,
whoa.
suitable partners, like, initially,
Hold on.
it's like she's fine as hell.
No, but Leo, you are easy. You are right, but she just said she fucks with dudes that don't have none of that. She
Well,
said
She said the opposite.
Yeah.
so
She don't want to raise no
I
boy
don't
and
wanna
help
raise
him
the
get a
man.
job.
Okay, yeah, but I didn't say all the things you listed.
I'm saying
You
that
went from
money
not having
and
a job-
money and accomplishments is not going to convince me automatically to date you, because maybe you suck. Maybe your personality is terrible. Maybe you can't hold a conversation.
So-
your accomplishments do not equate to good
Can't be
partnership.
an asshole.
Yeah, well, and please, for the love of God, know how to speak and have a conversation.
Leo, you got to respond to this.
So, Dwayne, I ask you a question.
Yeah.
If a woman had all the skills, them home skills that you were looking for, and she looked good, and she took care of house and home,
Yeah.
but she was, like, way underpaid, she was a low-wage worker, would you still date her?
Yes.
Me, I'm with you. How much money a woman makes doesn't really matter to
I don't
me.
need nobody. I'm my own man.
But Dwayne,
I do my own
that's
thing.
my point. But a woman, on the other hand, in her position, is not going to
So
take
she's
the
not
young.
gonna- so she won't date me if I'm a bum.
Okay, I'm gonna phrase it just like this. I'm gonna ask both of you. If you see the finest young woman in your life, at like say she's 25 years old and she's working in Walmart, or maybe you pulled up at the drive-thru at McDonald's and you like, oh my God, would you ask for a number?
Yeah.
If you pulled up and seen a hot guy like, may I take your order at McDonald's in the drive-thru, you gonna ask for his number?
How old is he?
25.
No.
That's my point. I'ma holler at the hot chick too in the drive-thru and give her the number, because I don't care how much money she makes. I don't care where she
But that
works.
brings me
Baby,
to the
I can
age
take care of
conference.
you.
That's not accomplishment,
But
that's
a woman
age.
is not doing the same thing. No, because we're
So
talking about
30.
younger people. Okay,
Yeah.
let's
So
make it.
30.
So no, he's
Yeah.
38 and he's working at
We'll
McDonald's.
put it right at your 10 gap.
Yeah.
Your 10 gap.
No, this is
Right, it makes
38.
Right at your 10.
38 years old.
No, at her lowest 10 gap.
Oh yeah. So what? Your lowest and your highest.
So,
So
36 be 26.
So 26 and 46, both brothers
25 is
work
not
at
that far away.
McDonald's
That's a year
and they're
away.
hot.
That's a year away, though.
away.
Wait.
She's not going to change her mind for 1 year.
No, I said 26 and 46.
Yeah, but
With the
Two
10
men.
year.
Before you asked.
Okay,
25.
but I'm just saying. So
It's like a year away.
So a 26-year-old and a 46-year-old, they both are very handsome to you, and they work at McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
Would you date them?
I'll be honest. I rarely take anybody's 1st
I'm
approach.
just saying. Would you date them?
So you're
Just
making
answer the
so you're
question.
making
Just
Leo's
based
point.
on the
in a
situation.
split sec,
And
probably not.
And it's not their first approach, it's yours.
Meaning, would I holler?
you're-
Oh no.
I'm
No.
not
So
saying
do you
that
not
you
holler
holler.
at
I'm
them?
not saying that you holler at
I
guys.
mean, not holler,
Say they
but
hollered
if
at
not-
you.
Yeah.
Would you take them serious, a 26-year-old or a 46-year-old, at the cash register? Would you give the guy a shot? That granted, he looks good. He's model material.
Just based on attractiveness?
26-year-old and a 46-year-old.
No.
But Dwayne and I both said we would talk to the girl making fries.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, I understand the point that you're making. I understand the point. I do think that men have a tendency to date based more on looks versus on attributes, like life attributes.
And that's why we be messed up.
Y'all pick.
Child
y'all
support.
will take.
We know the problem. We still go.
that's
Still
supposed to
do
be
it
your
every
real.
time, every
Child
time.
support. That's supposed to be your real. That's his real. It's child support. What if you didn't pay it?
Hey, there's a lot of
Yeah.
brothers out here not paying it. And
No.
then you get that guy, right, who's got a bunch of backed up child support. It's not, he's got no driver's license, credit bad.
Nope, that's a red flag.
What if he's got a he
Red
got no
flag.
So no, but
If
girls
you don't
out
have
here
a
though.
valid license, as grown as I am, I can't. Sir, what are we doing
he doesn't
here?
have a car?
I would
though.
date a
No.
girl who doesn't have a valid driver's
Whoa,
license.
whoa, whoa! So you won't date a guy that doesn't have a car?
No, because why do you not have a car? We are grown. We are grown.
She said, "Why do you?"
I'd date a woman without a valid driver's license.
Why?
If she looked good enough.
Oh my God!
was fat.
This is why
Her booty
I hear
clapped
about
like
the
clap.
shenanigans that you guys deal with.
No.
This is a key example. This is why.
Hey, her booty clapped.
He said, "Hey, her booty. Did you see her make it clap video?"
Did you see her make a clap video?
Oh my
So,
God!
would you date a woman with no driver's license?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I got a car. I'll pick her up.
You see how we are like literally.
But how's she gonna go get
we're-
your swishers or your
We're
alcohol?
fundamentally different.
I get
How's
that
she
on my
gonna
own.
drop off your dry cleaning?
No, no.
No,
She-
that's the
I
wrong
gotta
question.
wash and dry at my
That's the wrong
house.
question. Dwayne, how's she gonna go get your alcohol?
I got a car. I got a scooter. We're
Nah,
scooting all the way there.
Nah,
Get on the back, baby.
I know you. You gonna make her go get it.
This whole topic is a prime example of why y'all be going through it.
Yeah.
See, right.
This is
and this
it.
is why this is going to be our biggest
Except me,
episode ever.
besides regular life stuff. I
Oh,
don't
what do you
really
mean,
go through
except
it.
you? Nigga,
Because
shut up.
I go through like real life stuff. I don't go through the picking the wrong. You
Whoa,
know,
you don't
we
think
goofing
this is
each
real
other
life?
up.
Whoa,
We don't
whoa.
even play
You think
field.
me and him don't deal with women?
Hey, we'll holler at you in about 15
Right.
minutes.
You think we don't deal with
You got that wedding ring on your finger?
Right. You
You
act
know.
like we don't deal
Hey.
with
You
know I
women.
got it
You
on or not?
Hey,
Let's be
you got
clear.
that wedding
Yeah.
ring on your finger. Power to you,
forever
brother.
on.
That's right. That's right.
It is. Be quiet. Shantae's watching.
It's cool.
You made
we
a,
moving and grooving, baby.
You made a smart
Shantae's
decision.
in the video.
Smart
But,
decision.
Ask her your season 1 questions you love to ask, Dwayne.
Oh.
Who's
got
the
a strong,
catch?
you got a strong, independent woman in here.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Let's
What,
see if
the
you can
music
tussle
one?
with it.
No,
Or
who's
the-
the catch?
Oh,
Who's the catch?
All right, so
The
here
music
I got
one. You
one
hear
more
him
thing.
running,
I
Leo?
got one more thing for you. That's not season 1. That's episode 1.
Episode 1.
All right. So I got one thing before we get up out of here, Miss Lana. Thank you for coming on, by the way.
Thank you.
We talked about this on our first episode. So he brought it up. It's kind of one of his questions, but it started controversy. I don't know. Maybe you DM'd him or text him, or I don't know about it if you watched it at all. But at the end of the day, who's the catch? The man or the woman?
Who's the catch?
Now I don't know if you got at him about this or not, but you will now.
But okay, so what criteria are we talking about
I'll
as
let
far
him
as
finish
being
it.
a catch?
I'll let him finish that.
Who's the catch?
Okay,
Like,
we'll go
I think
like
it's a pretty explain.
your everyday American, what you think, what everybody thinks is the catch. Who's the catch? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, there's a poster boy and a poster girl about
like
the
what
perfect
are the
woman,
attributes
the perfect-
of who would be the
perfect-
ideal?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
But
so
like-
you take two
no-
of the most perfect, and who's the better
but who
catch?
like
no, it's not about. I don't know about.
is it
perfect.
when is a man the catch? Like, is a woman really getting lucky and getting the right guy, or is a man lucky about getting the right woman? Like, who has more value as far as
it's
the
a
catch?
controversial question. And
I
want you
don't
to,
think
like,
it's
talk some shit about
controversial.
it. You don't?
I don't, and here's why.
Leo
Because
got cussed out about
well, here's the deal. Well, people may think that the man is the catch, the woman is the chooser. So
Making our point.
who has more power, the catch or the chooser? Well, no, who has more power? Because listen, let's take it back to nature, okay? So 80% of species never mate in their life. Why? Because the female is the picker. They
That's right.
choose.
That's right.
So who has the power?
Men don't have as
So
much
great.
sex as
You
they say
could
they
be
do.
you could be the top-notch man on the planet, but let's say you have a crappy personality and no one picks you. Are you the catch? Because no one picked you.
Wait, But top-notch man on the planet is being picked by everybody. Let's be honest.
Well, I'm just saying, maybe you are.
Well,
But maybe
let's go back to
nobody
Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson contacted 66 women, and like 30 of them filed a
Look at
case against
Cherokee.
him. I can't send out DMs to 60 women and get 30 of them to show up at my house. He got that because he has a blue check mark, right?
Yeah.
So top-notch men are being not only just being chosen by like one woman that they want, they're being chosen by all the women.
But does that make you a catch?
That's why you have to. That's why I feel like in this situation, you have to look at it as the perfect woman and the perfect
Perfect
man.
man.
Because
Who of the two?
you can find like, oh, he might have everything right.
Well, but see-
Let's
So,
use
no,
Jay-Z and Beyonce since we're in urban culture,
Perfect.
entertainment.
catch in that
Who's the
relationship?
catch in that relationship? Did Jay-Z get lucky or did Beyonce get lucky?
Well, a man would consider her the catch, and a woman would consider him the catch.
I don't think so.
Who was you gonna say?
He's
Who's
the
the
catch.
chooser?
Jay-Z's the
Hey,
catch.
hey, you know what? So
Why
Lana-
is Jay-Z the catch?
I'll
because
tell you why.
Oh shit! Here we
I'll
go.
tell you why.
But- okay.
This is our ending subject. Is gonna go crazy.
All right, both of them are without a doubt huge conglomerates,
Right.
right? Big contenders in each of the fields that they play in. However, apart, they were both forces to be reckoned with.
Mm-hmm.
But since, if you look at the couple today, Beyonce is way harder than Jay-Z today.
You're tripping.
Until they got
When you
together,
look,
then
yes,
he had a
yes.
backbone.
I'm gonna tell
Hey
you
man, lay
why.
off those shakes you were drinking.
I'm gonna tell you why.
And if he's the catch, why did he fight to get Beyonce back? If he's such a catch, how come he couldn't go out there and just get somebody
Child
else?
support. I'm gonna tell you why.
She got plenty
No.
of money, and so does he.
Nope. And I'm gonna expose
whoa,
this.
whoa, whoa,
They had a
whoa.
prenuptial.
They got a prenup.
Wait.
I want to talk too, but
Yup.
you say what you got.
They had a
Hold on, hold
prenuptial
on.
agreement where Jay-Z even had to pay her for getting pregnant because it was going to delay her career. He had basically had to reimburse her for any money lost because she couldn't perform while pregnant.
Due to pregnancy.
Right? Now, we all look at Beyonce as one of the hottest women of our time, right? We look at her and we go, "Oh my God, that's Beyonce." Right? No man says, "Man, I would love to be with Beyonce because she has so much money." We all go, "She's fine as hell."
I say that at least 50 times a year.
You literally you're telling
damn.
me that if there
Hey,
was a
clap for
broke
that one.
if there was a broke Beyonce standing in this room, you wouldn't try to holler at her? A broke Beyonce, same physically, you wouldn't holler at her?
So this is how I look at that.
Hey,
A
Shantae, don't
broke
judge him.
A broke Beyonce, I'm gonna try to smash. Rich Beyonce, I'm
You're gonna
like
try and wife.
I'm gonna
you're
become a homeless
deviating
sexual.
from my question. You're deviating from my question. If Beyonce was in here, she didn't have any money. She looked the same way she does today. Would you holler at her?
Yeah, but that's not the reasons I'm
Just
hollering
answer
at
my
you.
question,
Yeah.
yes or no. Okay? Now, ladies, if Jay-Z was broke, would y'all holler at him? Y'all call him a camel. You
Joe
talk
Camel.
about how ugly he is. So my point is that man, his value is based on his accomplishments, his earnings, his success. Beyonce will get picked up by every dude on the planet just for simply rolling out of bed and showing up looking good, while Jay-Z has to accomplish things to even be able to talk to a Beyonce. So
agree.
that's why men are the catch, because men have to work hard to put themselves in position
He
to
is
even be
speaking facts,
desired.
Lana.
You just
Lana, he
roll
is
out of
speaking
bed and
facts.
dudes be like, "Damn, I want her. Can you be my girl?"
I'm 20
I would
years
holler at you
old.
if you worked at McDonald's, but you wouldn't fuck with me if I worked at
Lana
McDonald's.
go, and then I got a great take, or I can go first. It doesn't matter.
Go first.
The one thing I wanted to say is why this is just ended off. Why girls is the catch is because a girl got
Because you got a wife and she's listening.
Right.
No, a girl
and
gotta
she's on
say
the-
it's,
she's
a
on
girl
live
gotta
right
say
now.
it's okay to deal with me.
Yes.
I can't just walk up to a girl.
They're
and
the
be like,
choosers.
You're mine. Ooh, but a girl can walk up to almost any dude if they fine. If a girl is fine, they can walk up to you and be like, check it out. And what you gonna do if they fine, especially if they in the age gap? Ooh, checking out the requirements.
Right.
What you gonna do? Go for it.
See, but you're not
I'll give you-
understand what he said though. This is where you.
You
That's
guys
why they're
are
the
honestly
catch,
just
though.
proving my point, though, because every
whoa,
single
he-
one of you.
everything-
No, you're
No,
all
no.
proving my. And here's why. You guys all spend a lot of your lives chasing women. So if we're not
Hey,
the
hey,
catch, why are you
Hey,
chasing
you don't
them?
have to say that about me. Like, hey,
If
baby, I
we're
ain't
not the
nothing.
catch, because at the end of the day, you were like, I'll holler at you when you roll out of bed. So then I'm the catch. You spend so much effort. How much effort do you spend in your lifetime trying to get women?
Yeah, but you got to.
Yeah,
So,
Cherokee.
None.
No.
well, you're married.
Yeah,
That's
Hold on.
Rico.
So I look at it like I
Hey,
look
Cherokee, how much
you
time
know
you
you know
spend?
what they call you know what the women call us, right? They call us dogs, right?
Woof.
How many times or how long do you think a dog spends chasing his tail? That's not the catch. But if you go send out a motherfucking steak and have him chase that's the catch. There's a difference between a horned up male and someone who's looking for a catch. A horned up male is
if
gonna.
men are the catch, why do they get married? Why not just be able to continue to have whatever you want?
I don't know. Man, sometimes a lot of
If
people
men
think
are the catch,
because it's
why do
the-
y'all get married?
Because
IRS,
it's
you get a tax break.
intelligent. It's the intelligent thing to do. You will blow all your resources messing with too
But
many
if
women.
you're the catch and you've got all
So-
this established things,
Hey, watch this.
Who takes the last
Watch
name? though?
this. So you said we spend all of our time chasing all of these women, right? We cast broad nets. I'll go out and get 10 girls. Women are only looking for one guy.
who?
That's what makes them the catch.
She said who?
See, when men go fishing,
How many
we
guys you
catch,
looking for?
Hey, look.
I'm not saying
what-
that I have
I'm
a
just saying
number,
in
but
general,
I'm saying in today's age, that is an
I'm
old.
just saying
that's
in
an old
general,
conversation.
men go fishing, catch and release, catch and release, catch and release.
Catch
Y'all look
and
for the
release.
trophy.
What was
to
his
hang on
word?
the
DM me
wall.
about
What
this
did
shit.
he say? He said catch.
That's not me.
And release.
Catch.
Oh, she's
Catch
hinting,
and keep.
she's hinting at the
Catch and keep.
Oh,
The
what do
catch.
men do?
No, but he
What do
said
men
release.
do? Men catch
And
and
release.
release.
And release.
Y'all
Catch.
want to catch and keep. You're looking for the guy,
Right,
the
that's
trophy fish to hang on the wall.
Me and Easy in the same. I agree
We're
with him.
we're the choosers. We choose. We
Do you really, though?
choose. Yes.
Do you really?
Yes.
So the guy that you choose also goes out and has like 5, 6, 7 other girls that he's talking to.
We choose because we choose to engage or not. You might have 10, 12 girls, but guess what? If I'm the one you want, but I don't want you,
But Weezy said,
Then
I would
that's not
fuck with
how it
all of y'all.
goes.
All of y'all are beautiful.
But what about in the newer day age where
plus,
women are shooting
plus
shots?
you got to, you know what?
They shoot
to
shots,
Easy
have
to
it.
Women are
Easy's
shooting
point.
shots.
women are
now.
definitely shooting shots now.
No, right, but you know what? Before we wrap this up, to Easy's point though, is that if Easy worked at McDonald's, had no car, no money, no nothing,
Fresh out the joint.
fresh out, you wouldn't even look at him to talk to him for a date.
You'd be like, "Where's my ketchup?"
I mean, I
No,
wouldn't be
whoa,
rude.
whoa, whoa, I'm not talking about being. I didn't say you was gonna be nice and say hello.
Right. You wouldn't give me a chance.
You wouldn't give him a chance. You would end up in his bed.
Right.
But if he met you somewhere and you were working at Walmart and he peeped you in the store where he was with his kids,
That's y'all's problem. Why is your bar so low?
well, that's not about.
We're just talking about why guys are the catch.
Horned up
Right.
males, it's a syndrome.
Why is
It-
it?
But
It's-
again,
it's a
doesn't that
syndrome.
make women the catch though? Because y'all will chase us, and you like chasing
That's
us.
a great point. That's
You
a great point. The
chase
chase
us.
Man,
is,
shut up,
Yes,
Iz.
and
But
isn't
it's
that
for sport.
Yeah,
the
but
chase
guess
is what gets
what?
us in
It's for
trouble.
sport.
Right.
Exactly,
Hey,
but
Shantae,
we're the cat. You chase
Don't
us.
blame me.
It's practice.
Right, Cherokee, you better
It's
stop.
practice.
Your wife's watching.
But wait a
TV.
minute.
The
So
way
hold
he
on.
gets
You
us in
said it's
trouble, like he don't
practice.
got a girl at home too.
Practice for what? For you to find the one. You were just talking about how
Oh,
women
that's a
find
good-
the one.
But women are looking in most women, because we are moving into a different phase.
Very different
right?
phase.
But most women are looking for a husband.
And most
somebody to be
men,
with.
at the end of the day,
Men are
once y'all are
looking with
done
a lot of
running through
girls
the
to
streets,
sleep with.
No, listen, men have a phase, right, where y'all run through it, and that's
And
fine.
sometimes that phase gets extended a really
I
long
understand.
time. And
What do you
starts
mean by
a
one
really-
Okay,
through?
so let me
Till
ask-
like 39?
Let me ask
Till
you this
like
question
39?
though: Is your
Bro,
end goal?
I'm not on that no more.
Is your
Child
end
support.
goal to
Child
find a
support.
partner? Because
You
if your
gotta make
end
that
goal
one
is to find a
child support.
partner,
That's
then
old
women
me.
are not only the choosers; they are also the catch.
So you're saying choose it. Yeah, she don't give us no.
No,
credit.
if you look at it,
Feminist.
if you look at it through that view,
Lens.
that lens, like I'm, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be looking to find a wife.
Yeah.
The women are the catch, yes. But if you're on something else, like I'm just trying to.
But you're not
what
looking
I'm
for a
doing.
partner through that phase. You're running the streets, and that's fine.
Well,
that's
how
a
you know when
phase.
you are looking for a
Well, let me ask you.
Because
this,
men
Lana.
come to a certain point when they feel that you guys knew when you get to a point, right? When you're like, I could use a partner. I think that would be a good point.
Hell
in my
yeah.
life. Exactly.
That's why I said I don't be on that no more. But let me ask you this. I got a question for you. So you talked about young men not being accomplished, not having the things necessary for you to take them seriously.
it's more a mental thing.
I
than
know,
a
but you
life
just said
thing.
but you don't feel like raising them up, right? Like what
It
what
puts
did you
me
call
in a
it? Raising
mothering
them
role.
up?
Build them up.
Build them
Yeah,
up.
build 'em
Yeah.
up.
Okay. So
Right.
When I said that,
We talked about that earlier,
men age
Cherokee.
like wine is because men literally get better in time because
I said grooming.
we mature, we further our education, we climb in our jobs and careers, we start to acquire more assets like homes, cars. We might be able to finally afford, nicer clothes, jewelry, vacations. Those are all things that we have, but we're not at our prime at 20. Like, we're
Right.
broke and we're trying to be there.
Right. You're figuring it out.
I've never had more women available to me in my life than until I hit 35 plus. And it was because I had the things and I accomplished the stuff that women find attractive.
Yes.
20-year-old me was just a buff, light-skinned dude.
Right.
That's all I had. I ain't had nothing else.
Running back.
Buff, light-skinned guy, I ain't got nothing but D in conversation.
But you
Today,
probably still
I
had your
can take
pick of
you
the
on a-
litter, too.
But today I can take you on a trip. And there were girls that were my age, like when I was a freshman on campus
When he was
at
20,
FAMU.
Dating older men,
he could
going on
take you
Dudes
trips.
were
Burger
pulling
King.
up in Escalades, and the freshman girls
Yes.
were hopping out the dorm, running and jumping in the truck, and going off to wash their clothes at some guy's house or
Yes.
go to the grocery store. I couldn't offer those things. So other freshman girls weren't interested in freshman guys because we were at the same level. We were all broke and eating in the calf together.
Mm-hmm.
But once I got a motorcycle and I had a house a couple blocks from campus, I became the man.
Yeah.
Why? Because I had acquired the things that girls were like, oh, girl, look at him. And I don't
Right.
got to sleep in my dorm room. He got a washer and dryer. I'm about to go to his house. I'm going to Easy's house.
Yeah.
He got cable, girl.
Yeah.
We ain't even got
Enlightenment,
TVs
that
in the
one.
dorm.
But that's
So
the
how I
difference
look
between
at it.
young women and
Enlightenment,
older
that one.
women.
Right.
It's the level of establishment.
Yeah.
The things that are impressive to 20, 25-year-old women.
This
are
is
just not
enlightenment.
Is that why men typically date younger girls? Because they're easier to impress?
Probably. Well, and also what I require is not necessarily an accomplishment. It's a mindset.
Right.
Because I'm more concerned with who you are as an individual. Like, where is your head at?
Yeah, 'cause I was a
listen,
hot-ass
I
mess.
have all the things that I need in my life. Like, you know what I mean? But to
Yeah,
your
yeah.
point, but if you don't have the mental space that I need from you, like, and if you haven't done the work on who you are,
Yeah.
I can't help you do that. That is a singular journey.
Yeah. I feel
But
it.
isn't that? But you know what? I'm gonna leave this conversation with this, and then go into our cast offs.
You said it was a great one. It was.
I
Gonna be
said
a great
it was
one.
gonna be a great one.
Never talked about the village.
This is game.
Man, we gonna have
Oh,
to. We
the
might have to
tribe
come back
life.
to that. We're gonna be here for 3 hours.
Right.
You gotta at least touch on it though. The people want to hear about
All right. the people
About
wanna
what?
hear about it.
Tribe life.
Tribe life. So us both being parents, co-parenting.
I'm gonna let him lead this.
Yeah. Me knowing your family, Chef knows your family. You live a lifestyle that a lot of men that I know think is very desirable, and they respect you. They respect your children's fathers for the way that you guys operate and co-parent. Can you kind of, whatever you're comfortable with, kind of share with people? Because I feel, especially in communities of color,
Yeah.
Black, Hispanic, Native, we could probably take a lot from how you guys operate and probably have healthier, more functional families and more well-adjusted children.
Yeah. So we ascribe, like, as a whole, to what we call the tribe life. And so basically what it is we are multiple blended families all together. So I have 2 daughters with my ex. And then I have a son with someone else. My daughter's father is engaged. They have 2 littles together. Plus, she had 2 boys from a previous relationships. And then my son has a daughter with someone else.
Your son's father.
My son's father has a daughter with someone else. And
So how many kids is that total?
7,
Okay.
8, including. But
God damn, it's like
So-
an African village.
But so what we do is, first of all, we lead from a space where there's no level of separation in our children, meaning they are our children cohesively. And there's a lot of reasonings behind that. One, don't make adult issues kid problems,
Right.
right? So, like, whatever, if we ever have disagreements or drama amongst us as an adults, then that's something we handle as adults. That's not supposed to touch our kids. And then also, I don't care if I birthed you or not. You're like my kid's siblings or whatever, like, you're mine. Like, in that sense, I'm going to care for you. And vice versa. And then from a parenting perspective, my well-being is directly correlated to my children's well-being.
Right.
My daughter's father's well-being is directly correlated to our children's well-being. You know, their spouses, significant others, all of the well-beings of the adult in their lives only adds to the well-being of our children. So from that perspective,
Message.
why would we collectively not want each person to be in a good space?
Right.
So that's how we operate. Like, and my kids have so much support. Like, all of our kids do. There's not a single kid in our family who's ever been to a game and didn't have people calling their name in the stands.
Right.
Didn't have somebody to come pick them up. I mean, they got 10, 15 people on the pickup emergency list. Like, that's just the way that we run our child's lives. Like, birthdays, celebrations, vacations, anything big like that, like, we figure it out.
So y'all go on vacations together?
Yes.
Like all of the adults
Yes,
bring all
all
of
the
the kids and
kids.
y'all all travel together?
Yes.
And there's no jealousy or no ill feelings between
No.
you and the other women? Like none of the
No.
moms are like, "Ugh, I can't stand her."
You know, so I will say this, you have to go through a period, right? Because especially, so you're with someone for so long, and let's say it's not an amicable breakup. There's going to be a period of time that you have to take to heal through that. But one of the things that we ascribed to as best as we could was like, fake it till you make it, right? So in front of our children, even when we were at odds with each other, we didn't let that touch our children. And we had to grow through a lot of those things. You got to let go of the past. You know, we're human. We still have to process those types of things. But if you lead from a place of love, you'll always get to the end goal, right?
That's what's
And
up.
like, I made children
on
with
that one.
you. I created whole new human beings with you. For me to then all of a sudden turn my back and want bad things for you doesn't make sense.
Right.
It doesn't make sense.
Because then you never loved them in the first place then. How can you say you love
Exactly.
somebody?
And like you just said, it makes way harder life for your
My children, and
which is the most important thing. What is
well, because they didn't ask for us. Our children didn't ask for us.
Right.
We asked for them. So how dare I bring you into a messy situation that I created and expect you to navigate? Like, that's just not the way that we're going to do things. And then also, if I loved you, to your point, at any point in time, that doesn't mean that I just stop loving you. That means that it evolves into a different kind of love.
Straight
Like,
up.
I still have deep love for the fathers of my children. Why? Because we've created life.
Right.
One of them could call me at any point in time and be like, I need you. X is going on. I need your help. I'm going to drop whatever I've got and I'm going to go. Why? Because you're still mine in a sense, right? And when they have spouses, when they bring in significant others, you're brought into the fold. You're going to be helping raise my children.
Right. Because they're going to be around your kids. They're
Yes.
going to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I want you to feel welcome in this space. I want my children to
Right.
know that you're welcome
That's
in
what's
this
up.
space.
Long as you know what, and they're not 22.
Yeah.
They're not 20 years old either.
No.
So, I'm gonna wrap this up. Let you get out of here. I know you've been here too long.
this was a good
enough
one,
for your
though.
time. I just want to say I want to thank you for coming on the show. We've been wanting you on here. You're a very articulate, smart person.
Thank you.
You have a lot going on for yourself. If you're under 28, don't talk to her. Get out of her DM.
Are you sure?
Well,
I told you I know Lana personally. I don't know.
She might answer.
I think the dude she talking to might be under 20.
Right,
How old is he?
No,
we ain't gonna throw you out
no.
there. We ain't gonna
Maybe
throw you out
she'll
there.
He said, "I know you out there."
Right, keep
Hey,
hollering
fellas,
in your
keep
own discretion.
shooting. Keep shooting.
Hey, yeah.
Don't let them
shoot
set you up.
Shoot. She might not leave you unseen. Shit, you never
Be
know.
intelligent. You
But
better
no,
be
this
able
has
to hold
been
a
this is the
conversation.
8th
Yes.
episode of
Ate up.
Enlightenment. This is the 8th episode of Enlightenment. This is Wayne's World 0417 on
Drop the
Instagram.
socials.
I'm about to do that now.
Oh, my bad, bro.
Wayne's World 0417 at Instagram. Keep fucking with us. Thank you for blowing up our YouTube too. Our followers went up 300% in the last 2 episods.
Yeah, they did.
And that's enlightenment. And that's on everything. I put that on my mom. Shout out my dead mom, Sharon. I love you. I miss you. And I just want to thank you guys. Keep fucking with us. We're only getting better. Look, we didn't have influencers on. She's an influencer. We didn't have fashion designers on. We had chefs on. The next one's a rapper. We're going to have professional basketball players. We're doing this. We keep coming back. It's Enlightenment with me and Easy Senor.
Hold on now. You forgetting Lana's social.
No. I'm letting her go next.
You
I'm
doing
just
the
talking
whole
my shit.
He doing the whole closing.
No,
He
no,
like,
I'm
turn
just
off
talking-
the lights,
well, no,
drop the
I'm just talking
mic.
my
Greatest
shit.
show ever.
I'm just talking my shit. All right, but go ahead. Talk your shit, Lana. Let them know how they can find you.
Instagram is Cubana Lana, and Snapchat is Lola's Gemini. Facebook is Lana Spencer 5.
Okay.
You-
So that explains
hold
the
on, you-
racial ambiguity.
You
You're
realize you
Cuban.
just fucked up, right? You got to switch your.
Hey, now they
Snapchat
running them
name.
numbers up.
Why?
You just gave out your snap. Okay, all right.
Are you not supposed to do that? I don't know anything
Nah,
about
don't
Snapchat. to that
ever
level.
give out your personal information
Yeah,
like a
just block
Snapchat
'em.
phone number. That's a lot of.
I give out my snap. And it's mostly,
does it every
yeah, prostitutes add me every day.
Look, don't be mad if you
And
get a dick
send me-
pic, okay? You
send
can't
me-
blame it on us.
She probably
That is
already
so
gets
funny.
dicks,
Man, look,
man. What you
if one of
Oh
them
my
girls
God.
asks me for
You
a
act like she
$40
don't get those
video or a
anyway.
$100 hookup one more time. Yeah, if you are a pro, don't add me on Snap. But Easy Senior on TikTok, EZSENIOR, Instagram, Easy_SR, Facebook, Easy Senior as well. Follow me, add me, and make sure you jump on this YouTube at House of Kings Studios. Subscribe, like, and hit the little bell.
We're going up.
We out.
This is what I do. It's like butter, baby. You know?